NXT and MLW.
Turning point. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, we don't need SmackDown and Raw. And
Well, yeah, not when there's a pay-per-view. I just like to have it all there.
I know,
Brandon
but-
didn't give me the New Japan results. You son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
Dylan, you
doesn't-
son of a bitch.
He doesn't watch New Japan.
What's wrong with New Japan?
I don't know. By the way, I got one of these things from somebody for Halloween. It's called a Mara Sandia. All I know is it's a lollipop and it's got like fucking jalapenos on it. So I may have to fucking give this one a go later. Look at all the fucking.
Did you say jalapenos?
Yeah, he went
Why?
Pino.
You went
Pinos.
pino.
Cause it's jalapeno business, beach.
All right.
I do want to just take the. We've been talking for the last 25 minutes, and Tony has come dangerously close to shitting his pants while we're doing this.
Will it happen?
Why do you think a jalapeno lollipop is the way to go?
To bring something exciting to the show, you know.
What's not? If you watch this show and you listen to this show, it's
I
exciting
didn't mean
every
to
week.
say that there's not exciting things on the show, but it's been a while since we've had like a Bean Boozle or something like that.
But there's nothing more exciting than shitting your pants. Right?
Fuck yeah, dude. I might have to stick this up my ass to keep it from coming out.
There you go. That'll
Mara
smash that subscribe
Sandia.
button.
Like,
Bro,
what-
and it's
like,
it's HK's favorite size, king size.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
like what you're gonna go. You're gonna lift your legs up, and then you're gonna go. And then you're gonna drop off, and that's it. You're not gonna sit in it,
Well,
right? You're gonna
right now.
instantly get up and go. Do the wipe test or whatever process you do to make sure you didn't shit your drawers.
dude, I'm so blind. I can't even see what this says. It says something con chile.
Something.
That means with chili.
Bro, you might
I'll
have
have
to
chili
get
going
those-
in this end and out that end.
You might have to get those fucking Harry Carey glasses, bro. Those thick.
Hi!
motherfuckers.
If you were a hot dog, would you
be
eat
delicious.
yourself? Would you eat yourself?
Yeah, Tony's Harry Carey is too good.
It's pretty good.
It's pretty
I'd
damn good.
smother myself in brown mustard and relish. I'd be delicious.
So Harry Carey's
Cubs
Will
win.
Ferrell is really good.
It's actually it's my Will Ferrell Harry
If
Carey.
hot dogs cost a nickel,
Hi. Oh boy.
Wow.
Well, we got a great fucking show. Uriah Faber's joining us tonight.
me and Uriah
no.
go together like babies and pacifiers.
Not- Uriah
Fucking
Faber.
ODB reference. I love it.
Uriah Faber is a UFC. We don't have Uriah Faber.
Well, we had Tito Puente. No, wait, Tito. Who the fuck was it?
Santana.
Tito, no, Tito Ortiz. Yeah. Not his big New Japan comeback. Oh boy.
We had bad dude Tito, who is Tito Ortiz.
Yes, aka Tito Ortiz.
Well, we got
What
Uriah
bad dude
Upton, the golden boy, who for a young man sucks at social media. And don't worry, I'm going to bring that up to him.
Attaboy.
Of course you are. Shit on the guest, 24/7.
You're like 24. You should have social media on lockdown. I'm still figuring out how to do the fucking Instagram. I don't know any of this shit. You're lucky I can work fucking Twitter, people.
Oh God, please put videos on Instagram. I'm begging you.
I
I'm begging
almost
you.
took video of me opening up all these packages I got delivered to the house today. But I was like,
I
nah,
don't-
nobody wants to fucking see this, do they?
Yeah, you're right. It's like, oh look, another fucking WWE.
Right, what am I
fucking-
going to do with another fucking Darby Allin? How many fucking Darby Allins do I need, AEW?
Are you
What am I
really-
doing?
Stop.
I know.
buying
I know what he's doing. He's hoping that AEW goes under like ECW, and these fucking worthless figures are going to be worth like maybe 1/10 of what he paid for him someday. That's what he's hoping for.
It's one of the anchors. It's one of the anchors of the
collector.
line.
Pillar,
No, but
baby.
I got this. Maybe this will be right in Handsome Kevin's wheelhouse.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's a taskmaster. Wait, yeah, Kevin
Yeah.
Sullivan, the
Oh,
Satan
yeah.
version.
I started listening to
Beautiful.
another episode of his podcast today. It was nice. It was good.
Yeah, did he accidentally call you?
Why did he
No.
accidentally call you,
Yes, he's accidentally called me before.
Kevin Sullivan?
Someone
him and-
accidentally called.
Him and Jerry Lynn are the only two people who've accidentally called me.
So
Teddy
Kevin
Long
Sul-
accidentally called me.
player.
That's right, because you had to set up Teddy Long, right?
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
No, the most awesome is spending 45 minutes on the phone with Bill Alfonso, and then he wanted $200 to talk to us on the show for that amount of time.
What about you, Matt? Didn't Vader call you?
Vader kept me on the phone for fucking 35 minutes. Like, when you introduce me, mention that I used to play in the NFL, and I'm like, all right, like I know your history, like I'm pacing in my apartment, like I have a whole birthday show I'm trying to put together here, and Vader wants to talk to me. You know any promoters in New Jersey that can get me booked? I'm like, bro, I just do a podcast, man.
What's his name? Miko Maestro?
Yo, to be honest though, now that like he's not with us anymore, like that's gotta be that still has to rank up there as a pretty cool damn moment.
Oh,
it was very cool. Just at the time, it was a very big inconvenience.
Right.
Weren't you on the phone a while too with Road Warrior Animal?
No, we had him on the show.
No, I know, but I thought it was kind of the same thing where you had to set him up for.
No, that was I had to do that for Earl Hebner.
I had to talk to Barry Horowitz for like 45 minutes too.
That's your own problem.
So, oh my! So I'm remembering this Teddy Long conversation. It was when like COVID first like was nuts, and I had to get I was in the parking lot of the doctor's office waiting for someone in like full scrubs to come out and swab me.
And on
for
your
COVID.
phone, you what's up, player?
What's up? Yo, he says that.
Yeah, of course he does.
That's no joke. That's a shoot, man.
You're
Like,
like,
he says
I'm waiting
playa when he's on the phone with you in social situations.
One of my
like,
favorite.
I'm
interviews
waiting
of all time.
for to get a COVID test, and he was like, "Well, it's the Undertaker."
Yeah.
We're gonna have
Imagine if the Undertaker came out of the doctor's office with a swab. And was
Dude, and he was making money off those player masks he was selling. He was selling them shits out left and right.
Teddy Long's the only like performer that my wife does like what's it called, an impression of. All the time. Holla, 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 holla.
That's a terrible Teddy Long.
Oh no, it is, and I love it. It's hilarious.
You sure she just doesn't want Jewish bread?
Yeah, maybe this could be, but it's so funny to holla, 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 holla.
Interesting. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. We got Uriah Upton, Jace to Uriah Faber. He's joining us at 7:45. We're gonna talk about the Crown Jewel. We're gonna talk about Ric Flair and AEW. I think me and Handsome Kevin are on the same page in that one. We didn't get to talk about the NWA Samhain pay-per-view last week.
Oh.
But
You
probably shouldn't shoot a bit where everybody's doing cocaine in the middle of a pay-per-view. And I got fucking beef with MLW.
Oh boy.
Again, they're fucking grinding my gears. Seriously. Kevin's got a top 5 list tonight, and it's all here next. Episode 662, the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, on the road to the 12-year anniversary show in 2 weeks.
Oh, mama.
The following is a presentation of the Shining Wizards Network, broadcasting live in high-definition video and available on all podcasting and streaming platforms. Follow us on social media at Wizards Podcast. Check out our merchandise at merch.shiningwizards.com. Do your Amazon shopping at amazon.shiningwizards.com. And become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast. And now, it's time for the Shining Wizards.
You're watching The Shining Wizard. Wrestling Podcast. Mwah.
You are tuned in live to episode number 662 of the Shining Wizards Wrestling Podcast, coming to you live on social media, going with you wherever you go on each and every one of those streaming and podcasting platforms. We are back in the hizzle. We're going to number 12. It's time for some wrestling talk.
And talk about wrestling.
Tony.
Matt.
And some Kevin.
K Jets G.
Oh boy, I guess the Jets had a big win this past weekend.
No, they're playing tonight, baby.
Oh, tonight. Who's on the itinerary for the Jets?
They got the old San Diego Chargers.
How the Chargers doing this
They're
season?
not terrible, but they're not great.
Okay, so easy win for the Jets tonight.
No, there's nothing easy about when the Jets play.
easy for the
Yeah,
Jets.
nothing.
I mean, it
Diego
could be
has
worse.
some injuries, but the Jets. But we'll see. They still have weapons. When you got Justin Herbert, Matt can probably attest. When you have Justin Herbert as your QB, you're never safe.
Matt, tell me
Never
about
safe.
Justin Herbert.
Never scared. He Oregon Duck, arm cannon.
Yeah,
Good.
stud.
The Oregon Duck arm cannon.
Good.
Oregon Duck, arm cannon. Good. Player, quarterback, football.
Good.
Number
Good
one.
tall guy.
Good.
Nice hair.
He does have nice hair.
But does
Subway
he quack like a duck?
commercials. Does he quack like a duck? Does he ever? Just to, I know people are very concerned about this. 42 and cloudy in Minnesota. So I hope handsome Kevin. I hope you got the heat on. Maybe I know. Let me ask you now, Kevin, handsome Kevin, because we do have two Kevins. So my apologies. With the cold weather and such, does it ever get to the point where you need to put socks on in the house, or you choose to?
No.
Or you have carpeted floors, or you rock the hardwood, or
We have some hardwood and some carpet.
Oh yeah.
any Hitler mustaches?
Not presently.
Ah, interesting. TMI for Miss Molly. Yikes! Didn't think I was going to get an answer there.
No, I don't. There's never a time for socks in my house, man. I don't care how cold it gets.
Really?
I don't know what's worse. The fact that you don't wear socks in your house, or that Matt doesn't wear deodorant after showering even though he's not going out.
It's my fucking house, and my feet are clean.
I'm not worried about the feet being clean. Like, how do you what if you step on something? Like,
In my house? What do you think? We got a pasture in the fucking living room?
What do you think?
I'm not
Fucking
saying
Joey,
like duty. I'm saying
what do you
like,
think? Joey Janela ran in his house and threw a
Yeah.
bag of Legos on the floor?
yeah, maybe.
No.
Maybe like Brutus the Barber Beefcake scissors fall on the ground, then he steps on them.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I got this Brutus the Barber cake.
I got one of those too.
Look at that. I know what I'm doing over here.
What did you buy from Pro Wrestling Tees that you got that for free?
It was part
I
of
think-
their fucking box.
Yes. Yeah. You know what? I'll tell you what. Those boxes are great to put shit in, like other things.
Yeah.
Like I have a butt. Look,
Oh, here we go. Chiming in, my main man. Al says it. No socks for life.
Boxes are great to put stuff in. Yes,
yeah, these boxes are perfect. They fit an 8x.
That's what boxes are for.
Yeah, but these are perfect for like all the 8x10s they send you that I don't have. You know, I don't have the room to display. You know, I don't want to get a box that's too big because then they're jostling around there with the other things. They get bent. They get ruined. I can't give them away. If you're thinking about joining the Patreon, people, patreon.com/wizardspodcast, I'm cleaning. You can see behind me. It's a fucking disaster in here. Any level you sign up at the Patreon for this week, I'm sending you free stuff from my house. Clean. It's clean. It's good. It's all wrestling related. I got t-shirts. I probably got fucking Pro Wrestling Tees socks somewhere over there that I got in a box that I've never even worn. I got fucking bottle openers, pens, pins, stickers, autographed comic books, old wrestling magazines. It's got to go. So if you sign up for the $1 level, I'm sending you a box in the United States. I'm not paying for that. And no offense, international people. I love you, but I'm not paying fucking $26 to send you an old WWF magazine and a couple stickers, okay? I love you. I appreciate you. If the other Wizards want to do it, I'll gladly pack it up and drive it to them, and they can visit their local post office.
Yeah, go ahead. Drive it to me, and I'll walk it to my post office.
I don't think I've ever
pay.
shipped something in my life.
I would. Wait, what?
Maybe you should.
I don't
Go
think
ahead,
I've ever
Vincent.
shipped a package in my life. Like, I've never
Really?
shipped a package. No. Like, I've never gone to the post office and said, hey, here's a box. Take this. all of you
Huh.
Interesting.
eat from
That
it.
is strange, man.
Yeah.
I was thinking about this there, Double T, with me cleaning out maybe you should clean out your pantry, and maybe throw some canned goods in some of these boxes.
Yeah, but
Here's
that
the problem
jacks up your shipping.
Here's the problem with the pantry too. We share it with mommy,
Yeah.
and there's a lot
Rhea
of shit.
Ripley?
No. I wish I lived with mom. Not that. No.
Wouldn't mind her peeking in when I was there if that was the case.
Yeah, right. There's a lot of like weird vegan shit in there that just would.
Then fucking ship it out to the Patreon
No,
people.
you would lose. No one wants that. No one. Any normal American, red-blooded, meat-eating person does not want a package of tofu.
I'll tell you right now, Matt. You sign that package of tofu, they'll want it.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I don't
dude.
think my signature is worth shit.
To our fans, it is. Look,
Oh, right there. Go ahead, KJG.
our boy,
Kevin
Kevin
Gill
Gill.
wants
the
tofu.
OG, Kevin Gill.
I'll
Chime
tell
in.
you what, if Kevin Gill signs up for the Patreon, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast, I will find vegan products to ship him.
Just give him all the mommy shit from the pantry.
I can't give all. Look, here's the thing.
Give it all, and then just. Oh, you must have forgot to go food shopping this week.
No.
Maybe-
Look, mommy, she likes to hoard, so you got to take a couple things out of clips so she doesn't notice that you're just.
No,
throwing
you
them
take
in
it from the
garbage.
back of the pantry and you just leave the other shit right up front, so it looks like it's all still there.
Yeah, I lived with somebody who did that with my fucking energy drinks. They would just fucking take them from. And,
Who did this?
Who do you think? The fucking professor. And then I went to grab one, and there was none behind him. And he did it to my roommate too. He did it to Pat. He
Oh
would
my
take
God.
he would take his fucking protein shakes, and then he would move them all to the front. And then Pat grabbed one day, and there was like 2 left, and he was like, "This is the first one I've had. Where are the other 9?"
I don't know.
He's in my room shirtless with one of my hats on, listening to fucking ECW music from the 90s.
Jawed up, fake, made up pay-per-view cards.
He's going, "What are you doing home? I live here, asshole."
Tweaking and shit.
Fucking hand job.
Hey,
yeah.
Professor.
How's everyone doing?
We're good, man. We got a lot of people in the chat right now, so shout out
I
to
love
everyone
it.
there. That's
You're all
awesome.
beautiful.
Yes, they're.
I don't like
gorgeous.
what my hair is doing.
What,
look
sitting
very-
on the top of your head?
You look very pristine.
Oh, thank you. Thank
You
you.
showered
It's,
before the show, didn't you?
Always.
No deodorant.
Always. We got the hats up above and then the no hats downstairs.
The no hats. No
Almost
hats.
no hair on my side.
Ah,
This
no
is
hair,
weird,
no
right?
care.
So, like, look, like this side of my head, it's like, oh, look at the normal hairline, and then this side of my head.
Oh my
Like-
god! Do that one more time.
All right, so this is like normal.
All
I wish I could mirror this side, and then
That's
when you go to
not
this side,
terrible.
it's like, woohoo, baby.
Why is that?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I got
great.
double mirrors when I'm down here, like in the morning, like brushing my teeth, and I just see the fucking big bald spot. I mean, it is what it is.
Wait, didn't you just go for a haircut, Tony?
Yeah, it's Friday we went.
Yeah.
Wait,
that's
you
not
got
so.
that bathroom redone and you have to brush your teeth in the fucking basement?
Well, because there's 3 of us in the house, and sometimes there's somebody upstairs.
You're fucking king of the castle, bro. You should not be brushing your teeth in the basement.
What? I like brushing my teeth down here.
What is fucking like with Lego hair kick you out of the bathroom?
Brushing your teeth in the basement. That's the name of the show.
Your kid's old enough now. We got heat. We can go. We can tangle.
Listen, man, I don't know how you'd fare against them these days.
I'll jam a bee bag right up his ass. How do you like them apples?
a bag.
Gene, yeah, bean bag.
Bag.
In the
Oh,
basement.
So how's
boy.
everyone doing though?
We're all
Everyone's
right
good?
for the 3rd time.
Well, you know, I want to catch up. People want to know. They haven't seen us in a week. We had HK's big birthday extravaganza last week.
Tremendous day, by the way. That was a
Yeah,
tremendous
still riding a high on that one.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, Matt hit it out of the park, and when he does that, there's no better feeling in the world. Like when you have that cavalcade of people that just show up to say happy birthday to you, like God, it's just amazing. So you earned that one, buddy, and that was awesome.
I wish it'll take. I wish I had thought about it now to pull the sound clip of Dave Sullivan going, "What is this podcast? What is this?"
You thought you were Kevin Sullivan.
He still thinks we're doing it for Kevin Sullivan.
By the way, Handsome Kevin has joined the squad. We've got squad goals now.
What is that?
No,
What is that?
What is I don't
Handsome
know what that
Handsome Kevin is on the Fortnite squad.
How
Sorry,
on earth
my-
would I
my-
ever know what that means?
My internet glitched. What did you say, Tony?
He said, "Welcome to the club, nerd."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we'll be
Stoner
losers
bashing
together.
time.
Couldn't figure out what video game to play for 40 minutes. You could have been playing Fortnite with Tony and Lego Head.
Fortnite
They weren't
minutes.
playing. I don't think. At least.
Lego Head doesn't play Fortnite anymore.
I love the. I wonder why. In the Discord, if you're not part of the Shining Wizards Discord, there's a link on our link tree on Twitter. Tony goes, someone's like, "Oh, well, I'll play Fortnite with you whenever." Tony's like, "Oh yeah, anytime you want to play, but usually Friday, Saturday, Sundays." That's like when I asked my wife, like, "What do you want to eat?" And she's like, "I don't know. What do you want to eat?" And I'm like, "I will eat anything. You make the decision." Yeah, you didn't give Mike Peterson a shout out. He's on the squad too.
No, he's not on the squad yet.
Yeah,
I haven't seen him there.
Yeah.
Are you very particular about who you choose to join your squad?
Well, for now, Handsome Kevin replaced somebody, I think.
Oh.
No,
What's the heat, man? What's the heat?
No, there's no heat. We're just breaking Handsome Kevin in.
How do you feeling about that, HK? How's the breaking in going?
Well, I'm not going to give everybody the dissertation that I gave the other night.
Holy shit.
This fucking guy. So, I'm enjoying the game. I'm still getting used to the controls. So still a little bit of a learning curve, but I am enjoying it. Was that succinct enough for you there?
Well, when my kid walks in, I go, "Hey, Handsome Kevin's playing." He goes, "Oh, what does he think?" I go, "The kid wants to know what you think." "Well, the controllers feel a little stiff, and like I'm still trying to feel." I'm like, "Oh fuck, do you like the game or not?" Jesus Christ! There you go.
And what did Legs say?
Who?
Lego. That was short for Lego.
Oh, Lego. He's like, let him
Legs.
speak his mind. Let him give his opinions.
Yep.
Easy for someone to say who doesn't have the fucking headset on trying to play the game.
Who didn't have the headset on?
Your kid wasn't listening to it, was he?
No, but
I
he
was
didn't.
bitching about his
Yeah.
ankle.
So it's easy for him to say, like, let him speak his mind when he gets to leave the room and everybody else has to listen to fucking Dwight from The Office.
Lover
Banging.
Royale wants to know, did Kevin figure out how to customize his character? Kevin figured out that you cannot customize your character.
Nope.
What does that even mean?
Means Handsome Kevin's a girl.
Yeah.
I mean, we already knew that.
Yeah,
There's
you
no-
didn't need Fortnite to tell us that.
Yeah. Fine, just watch the show.
There's no create a character. You buy skins so you could like change what your character looks like, but in terms of actually creating a character, you can't do it.
Is this like human trafficking? You buy skins?
Yes,
Wow, interesting.
pretty much. And you got to pay money for them.
Oh, what's the most expensive skin?
Oh, it depends. The real expensive ones usually go about 2,000 V-bucks, maybe, which is probably like
V-bucks.
16
What's
yeah,
the
it's
V
probably
stand
like
for?
$16. Like,
Virtual, I'm
China?
guessing.
yeah, virtual
Oh, yeah,
bucks.
virtual.
Oh yeah.
It's worth about a signed tofu by Matt.
Yeah, there you go.
I tell you what, though, I did get smooth up in some bitches while we were playing, which felt pretty good.
Attaboy.
Is
Wait, what?
the most expensive skin fucking Rupert Murdoch, an old white racist dude?
Man, if you could be Rupert Murdoch, I would definitely run around as also old RM. Mm-hmm.
Also, did you just reference a Bullet Boys song by saying smooth up in them bitches?
Oh, yeah, you should have heard me when I killed somebody the other night. I fucking put him down, just smooth up in ya.
Please preface by saying you killed somebody in Fortnite. Molly is
Right.
in Spain, so who knows what you do when she's not in the house. Fucking Handsome Kevin's running around in a thong, screaming 80s metal fucking hair bands while he's killing people.
Yeah,
In a
the only
thong.
problem is that the twig goes one way and the berries go out the other. It's a mess.
Nazi.
The fucking the Minnesota twig and berries killer. He likes it when it's winter. Everything shrinks.
The MTB killer.
That's got to be a finishing move somewhere.
Oh, trust me, there's finishing.
That's gonna be yours. That's your finisher.
All right, so everybody's doing good. Everyone had a good week.
How are you doing?
Yeah.
You know how I'm doing. I'm okay.
Still got that whooping cough, or is that gone now?
A little bit. It's still there. Not as, it's there, whatever.
All right,
Yeah,
is what
it was a
is.
week. You guys know. I didn't have a great week.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
So
yeah,
that was
sure.
rough. And then I kind of forgot. And then, like, people say, like, sorry. And I'm like, for what? What did you do?
Like, no. I'm not even gonna,
Someone came.
I'm not even going to joke about it.
Like, I was at one of my farmers market regulars. He follows me on Instagram. So he came up and he was like, hey, man, how you doing? Like, you need a hug? And I'm like, no, man, I'm good. Like, fucking daylight savings. I got an extra hour. Like, I feel fucking great. And he's like, no, because you had to put your cat to sleep. And I'm like, oh, yeah, no, I still don't need a hug, but thanks. I appreciate it. So it was a rough week.
Yeah,
but we're Nellie's floating around here somewhere. She's feeling the effects of it. She's not her normal self. So
see that stinks. Like, I know
Yeah.
it stinks for you guys because you can't communicate with the other cat that suffered a loss. Like, that's tough. Like, because you have no idea like how to make it better
no,
for
it
them.
stinks. She just So, but
I'm a big cat guy, so hopefully you feel better soon, bud.
Oh yeah, we love the pussy here.
That's right.
Stole my joke, you fuck.
Sorry, you got to be quick, man. Quick to the draw.
I didn't want to cut anybody off. I'm okay.
Oh, I appreciate that. Good, Tony, you're good though.
Yeah.
Good.
All
HK
good.
recovered from the birthday festivities.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was still amazing. Still, like I said, I rode that high for a while. I told the story on Tots.
That's pod.
Yeah, the Tot Spot. I was telling the story of Al because afterwards Molly asked me, she's like, "How are you feeling?" And I was fucking floating. I finally just said, I'm just feeling very fortunate. I don't make a big deal out of my birthday, never have. I said I'm just feeling extremely fortunate of the friends that I have. So again, thank you guys. That was the best.
Oh well, you're well. And if you're not, you're tuning in for the first time, you're not familiar, go back to the archives. We had a star-studded surprise birthday show for HK last week. Dave Sullivan, Savio Vega, Dr. Tom Pritchard, Al, Duke,
Petey Brown.
Petey Brown was in the house. Alvin Falcone showed up. It was useless, but he was there. Yeah, Nick
Sasquatch
Dinsmore
came in for 2 seconds.
So yeah, Stonehenge called from a cave. It was great.
Big O.
The possum was in the
Fucking
house.
Big old possum.
Yeah, it was fucking great. So definitely go back and check that out. It's in the archive, shiningwizards.com, or wherever you listen to podcasts. But we are a wrestling podcast, so I think it's time to talk a little pro wrestling and take us over the top.
Ooh, WWE Crown Jewel. Sami Zayn defeats JD McDonough. Got that one. Seth Rollins defeats Drew McIntyre. Got that one. Rhea Ripley defeats Nia Jax, Raquel Rodriguez, and Shayna Baszler, and Zoe Stark in a women's world title 5-way match. Got that one. Solo defeats John Cena. Got that one. WWE United States title match. Logan Paul defeats Rey Mysterio. Got that one. Io Sky defeats Bianca Belair. Got that one. Cody Rhodes defeats Damian Priest. Got that one. Yeah. And in a WWE title match, Roman Reigns defeated LA Knight. Got that one. WWE NXT, the Creed brothers defeat Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. North American title match, Dominic Mysterio defeats Nathan Frazier. Braun Breaker defeats Mr. Stone. Chelsea Green and Piper Niven defeat JC Jane and Thea Hale. Lola Vice defeats Kelani Jordan, and Ilya Dragunov defeats Carmelo Hayes. Tony, take me over the top.
You can't see the Great Wall of China from space. However, Arthur Ashe Stadium is visible from the moon once a year when all the slobs go there to see AEW and eat sandwiches in the parking lot and then spend $80 on refreshments and burgers inside.
See what you did coming after me this week, huh? All right, I see how you're going to
little
do this. Unnecessary, and you can't see Arthur Ashe Stadium from space, people. Don't be ridiculous.
You can once a year.
No, you can't.
Did you hear the facts?
That's definitely not a fucking fact. You made that shit up.
No, it's right here in
speaking of
front of
making
me.
shit up, AEW, their attendance records, Dynamite, AEW International title match, Orange Cassidy defeats Claudio Castagnoli. The Ring of Honor World Six-Man titles change hands as the Mogul Embassy, Bishop Khan, Brian Cage, and Toa Leone defeated the Elite, Adam Page, Matt Jackson, Nick Jackson. The Golden Jets, Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega defeated Angelo Parker and Matt Minardi. Hikaru Shida defended the AEW Women's title against Willow Nightingale, and Bullet Club Gold defeated MJF and the Acclaimed. On Rampage, Penta El Zero Miedo defeated El Hijo de Vikingo and Commander in a match that made fucking no sense. Sky Blue defeated Marina Shafir. You remember when she was like undefeated and they showed the big video package because we should care about her? She lost to Sky Blue. Daniel Garcia defeated Trent Beretta. The Guns defeated Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal, a Ring of Honor tag team. Over on Collision, Swerve beat AR Fox. The Kingdom defeated the Crucible, Brixton Nash, and that's got to be a made-up, right? That's made up?
No, that's
McGregor?
enhancement guys, probably.
Those are real
No,
people, all right.
They're actually from up in my neck of the woods.
Oh, great. Well, congratulations, guys. Darby Allin defeated Lance Archer. Well, there goes that. AEW World Trios title match. Billy Gunn and the Acclaim beat Dalton Castle and the Boys. Mark Briscoe and Naturally Limit. Oh, my God. Jesus Christ. Mark Briscoe and Dustin Rhodes and Keith Lee defeated Kip Saban and the Workhorsemen. Willow Nightingale defeated Emi Sakura, and FTR and LFI defeated Big Bill in the Gates of Agony. That's AEW, people. Tony, please take us over the top.
You can't see me. John Cena has more 5-star matches than Kurt Angle. Oh, it's true. It's true. July 17th, 2011, CM Punk versus John Cena at WWE's Money in the Bank.
All right.
Sorry, Kurt.
What an honor to get a 5-star match. And speaking of honor, let's take it over to Ring of Honor, where Josh Woods defeats Ethan Page, Layla Hirsch over Robin Renegade. Darius Morton gets the nod over Lee Moriarty. The Righteous Dutch and Vincent defeat Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal, who we just talked about. And an ROH Women's World title match, Athena defeats Mercedes Martinez. And in a 4-way, well, we're not done yet. In a 4-way, Angelico defeats Gringo Loco, Metalik, and Slim J. And in a 4-way tag team match, wow, that was terrible, Gates of Agony defeated the infantry. And so I don't read these ahead of time, at least the ROH ones, because I think it's more fun this way. Gates of Agony defeat the infantry and the Iron Savages and the Wingmen. And a 3-way match, holy multi-man match, Batman. Action Andretti defeats Lee Johnson and Nick Karamoto. And a singles match. Kiera Hogan defeats Charlotte Renegade in a 3-way tag. This is not real. A 3-way tag team match. Dalton Castle and Gravity defeat the Workhorsemen and Cole Carter and Griff Garrison. Cody, I'm tired. Batman, I'm tired. Take me over the top.
Strap in, kids. Physicians throughout the world used the term hysteria as a medical diagnosis for women who exhibited a variety of symptoms and behaviors. Commonly, hysteria would be the outward manifestation of a condition called the wandering womb, where the womb would wander inside a woman's body and come into contact with a woman's other organs. So what did they do to treat this hysteria? They cured it with hysterical paroxysm, which is known as the female orgasm. Yes, doctors would get women off by hand to cure what ailed them. Almost seems to me like wrestling fans are missing out on a golden opportunity to treat these crazy bitches.
All right.
I should just play him some Def Leppard hysteria.
Def Leppard always made an impact.
Come on, we're going to get a strike, you fucking idiot.
Strike 2! Strike 1. What does it mean when we get a strike? Batman
That means
wants
that
to
we
know.
use copyrighted shit. I don't know. I really don't know. We
I
haven't
got 2
one,
arms.
so.
Fuck Rick Allen.
Wow, what a dick.
All right.
I like them apples.
Speaking of a turning point, Matt just definitely had a turning point right there, and we're going to talk about Impact Wrestling turning point. I guess some matches that I did not see because they may not have aired. Grado and Rhino defeat Mike DeVecchio and Ryan Richards in a North title match. Leon Slater, who I believe was the winner of the Gut Check Challenge, defeats Mark Haskins. And where I picked up, Eric Young and Josh Alexander defeat Subculture Flash Morgan Webster and Mark Andrews, Giselle Shaw over Alex Windsor. Rich Swann defeats Trey Miguel Banger. Jordan Grace defeats Danny Luna. Joe Hendry, I believe in Joe Hendry, defeats What Culture Simon Miller. The most professional wrestling gods, my dear good close personal friend Brian Myers and former guest of the show Moose, defeat Chris Sabin and Frankie Kazarian. And another banger. TNA Impact. Are you really going to burp over my freaking... Did that really just happen right now?
What?
I don't know. Wolf, you had it. In the Impact Knockouts World Title match, Trinity defeats Deonna Purrazzo, another banger, and of course, in a banger that you would all expect, Will Ospreay is victorious over Eddie Edwards. Tony, take me over the top, pal.
I don't know if I like all this banging on Impact Wrestling. It kind of makes sense.
Banging
If I were a female wrestler who was really mean to everyone I met, my name would probably be Mildred Jerk.
Oh, no.
And if you were a female wrestler who liked to dance, you'd be Mildred Twerk.
If you were addicted to pills, you could be Mildred Perk.
And if I was really good in the ring, they'd call me Mildred Work.
And if you were a female wrestling creeper, you'd be Mildred Lurk.
Or if I was a female wrestler that came on other female wrestlers, I'd be Mildred Blurk.
And if you were a female wrestler dressed up as Brian O'Halloran for Halloween, you'd be Mildred Clerk.
If you were Kate Hensler, if you were a female wrestler related to Brandon, you'd be Mildred Kirk.
If you were a sarcastic female wrestler, you'd be Mildred Smirk. Oh, come on. It's there.
It's there.
I mean, they're not all going to be hitters.
Well,
Let's see them hitters, baby.
speaking of hitters,
You got to do it with the Batman voice.
I'd like to see those hitters.
That's me going over to MLW.
Migo.
Mance Warner defeats Talon. Brett Ryan Goslin defeats Jay Bougie. The Calling versus the Second Gear Crew ends in a no contest. Tony, over the top, me bed.
Pepsi was originally called Brad's Drink, or some others would call it Xavier's Cream Pie.
You made me laugh. Let's go to New Japan. Bolton Oleg, the DKC, and Taguchi defeated Strong Machine J, Mazuko Jr., and Yoshika Kato. The United Empire, Callum Newman and Jeff Cobb. This voice doesn't work. Defeated the Youngblood, Oscar Lube, and Yodo Nakashima.
Oscar Lube.
Oscar Lube. El Desperado. Master Wado and El Desperado. Master Wado.
Is that a real team name? Please
It
tell me
is.
that's real.
Defeated the Ichiban Sweet Boys. Fujita and Robbie Eagles. Mushami Akamasuta. Oh, that's a tag team. Yo and Musashi and Bullet Club War Dogs by pinfall. The Intergalactic Jet Set. Now I sound like Strong Bad. The Intergalactic Jet Setters defeated. Oh, and Tamatonga defeated Lij. Lij defeated Just Five Guys. David Finley, he defeated Tangaloa. John Moxley and the Great Okan, the first match, ended in a double count out. The second match, false count anywhere, John Moxley defeated Great Okan. The six-man open-weight tag team champions, Chaos, Okada, Tom Ishii, and this is hard to read with this mask on, and Hiroshi Tanahashi defeated TMDK by pinfall. Catch 2-2 defeated the House of Torture to win the Super Junior Tag League. Hiromu Takahashi defeated Taji Ishimori, and in your main event, Will Ospreay defeated Ishota Umino. Tony, take us over the top, please.
I thought he was fucking reading Ring of Honor there for a minute.
Oh, Ring of Honor.
In the
Finish
game
this
of
segment.
All right, come on now. In the game of life, they end up in the poor farm. In the movies, they get the Razzies. In Fortnite, they're one of the other 99 players. In wrestling, they're the people in the stands. What are they called? Fucking losers!
Alfred.
Boys, thoughts on an idea.
Uh-oh.
Magenta and Batman.
It's Matman, sir.
Oh, Matman. I'm sorry.
Please.
I was gonna say Matman. Matman and Magenta do over the top by themselves. Matman reads all the facts, and Magenta just comes back at him.
I can't fucking. Well, Magenta can't read. He can't put his glasses on.
Way to ruin the gimmick, Tony.
Oh, like we don't know it's you?
It's not. Don't mind that it's Matt.
He almost sounds like the college humor Batman.
There you go.
I stabbed you first
Different background. Hope
with
you're
my
happy.
dick.
He reminds me of
Lift
Bat
the
Dad.
dishes before you put them in the sink. Or something like that's the same guy, right? Like the
I
guy
think-
with his kids.
I think so.
That's Bat Dad, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no,
like-
yeah, that's different.
He's like, Jen, do squats.
Is there anything we want to talk about before our guest shows up? Uriah Heep.
He's easy living.
We only have 7 minutes.
We got 7 minutes to talk about Ric Flair.
Woo! I gotta take this thing off.
Yes, please.
Please, Batman. Would you like to ride with Matman?
I look better with not the headphones on.
A-E-Woo. W-Woo.
AEW.
Oh, is that what we're going for?
Yeah.
So he signs a multi-year deal, and Woo Energy Drink has become the official energy drink of AEW.
I don't know. It is what it is. I don't really have a
So,
lot.
so is Sting's final match going to be a 6-man or a tag match, or God forbid a singles match where Ric Flair wrestles him?
I hope
No
not.
chance.
I don't know, man. Tony's got a brand new toy. One of the greatest toys in his collection. This is like fucking Macho King with the crown and scepter.
Dude, the toy's from the 40s, man. It's like
This
a
is
wind
like
up-
Kamala
he's
with
such-
a moon belly.
He's such a fucking mark, Tony Khan, that if Ric Flair was like, I want to wrestle, woo, put me in a match.
Yeah, when they're in the back going, woo, can I do one more match? Yeah. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Yeah, come on, Ric Flair.
100%.
It's
Ric
not.
Flair
I still think it's going to be Sting versus Darby Allin.
That's terrible.
What? Worse than Sting versus Ric Flair? in
No, because it'll be like a
2024?
6-man. It would. There's no shot he gives us Ric Flair and Sting singles match.
Well,
So would it be but like, is who's going to team with Flair then?
They'll find somebody. He could be
Revival?
part of fucking LFI for one night.
LFI. It'd probably have to be like something like FTR. Or
It's
no, they'll bring back Tully for this one.
bring back Brock Anderson and Brian. Well, you can't bring back Brian Pillman Jr., but
Alexis King. What's that name?
yeah. maybe David Benoit.
It's look, there's no doubt about it. Ric Flair, arguably one of the greatest of all time. I've been saying this for years. I don't need to see him. I'm sorry. The nostalgia is so worn off for me because he's on TV every 6 months. If he's not with Charlotte, he's having his last match on a big thing, a big to-do that Conrad's puts on. If he's not doing that, he's in NXT doing something. He get someone pregnant in WWE? Wasn't that a storyline?
Yeah, it was what's her name? Dun, 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 dun,
Lacey Evans.
Yes.
You got Lacey Evans pregnant. Like,
Woo! My boys can swim. Woo! Woo!
he's everywhere. There's no nostalgia for me there. He looks like a melted candle. I don't want to see him. He does nothing for me now.
He's not. There's no chance he's wrestling again, Matt. I'm telling you that right now.
I don't know, man. A lot of shit that I never thought would happen happens in AEW.
I understand what you guys are both saying, and I totally think that is it a possibility? Yeah, but is it like I would? God, the more I think about it, like though, it's like
Yeah, but I'm not even talking about wrestling. I just don't want to see him on my TV.
Oh, here we go. Matthew Birch, Flair and Andrade versus Sting and Darby will absolutely happen at AEW at some point. Write it down. Oh, and Kate, Fightful's Kate the Great, he got cleared.
for what? Death? like what? Like what does he? What does he even have to get cleared for?
Because he's got a fucking pacemaker, and
No,
apparently
but that's what I'm saying. Like, why even put him? Like, it's a waste of time to put him through tests to get cleared when he shouldn't be wrestling at all, even if he is healthy.
He'll be in the ring.
yeah.
I guess you're right, but like, I don't want it.
No, I don't want it either. I don't want him on my fucking TV.
Yeah,
Ric Flair would be cool. Like you go to like WrestleCon or like 80s Con, and he's there and he's signing autographs. You get a picture with the Nature Boy, maybe a pose where the two of you are doing the strut together, or holding up the 4 fingers or something like that.
Woo! Woo!
That would be cool for like shit. Ric Flair's at like Double or Nothing signing autographs, or he's at WrestleMania signing autographs. Or maybe even like the host of a pay-per-view. He comes out, gets the crowd going like, we're all here for AEW, woo! And that's it. And like, all right, goodbye. Here's some Woo Wings and some fucking Woo Energy drink, and there you go.
Woo Wings!
His perfect role would be there to do those things, but because he's under contract, it wouldn't be costing AEW any more money than they're actually paying him. So maybe more people would come to the event that he's signing at just to put more money in Tony Khan's pocket. Like that's like he's like Tony Khan is like vending Ric Flair like for the next like 3 years or whatever it is.
If you can get Ric Flair to show up for everything.
Yeah.
What
Tony Khan is Ric Flair's vendor.
Look again. I get it. I just don't. I don't like. And Tony Khan looks like an idiot because he went after NXT a couple weeks ago. Like, oh, you're bringing out like the Undertaker or John Cena. Bro, you have fucking Ric Flair's on my TV now. Sting. Like, look, sorry. And we can talk about this after we talk to our guest. Adam Copeland it's not working. I'm sorry.
Nope.
That's a swing and a miss. Nobody gives a shit. I'm sorry. He's making himself look silly. Meanwhile, I got to watch Keith Lee in a fucking 6-man tag match on Collision. Are you kidding me? You can't find anything for Keith Lee to do? When was the last time Keith Lee was on fucking AEW TV before Collision?
He will be facing Samoa Joe on this Wednesday's Dynamite.
Right, but I want to know what he was doing. Let's see. When was the last time?
He was doing the Naturally Limitless thing with Dustin Rhodes. And then Dustin Rhodes got hurt, and then I guess that's when he...
From the end of August till the 1st of October, he was not on TV. He's beaten Zicky Dice and Turbo Floyd in single matches.
Right. And I know we want to get to our guest real quick, but Kate brings up, well, if he dies tomorrow, they don't want to say we never cleared him. Yeah, I get that, but he shouldn't be any position to have to get cleared for anything anyway. Like, there's no reason why Flair should be cleared to compete physically. There's no reason for it.
Unless he's going to wrestle.
But that shouldn't happen, is what I'm saying.
Woo! Woo! Woo!
All right.
Woo!
After we talk to Uriah, we're going to get, because Handsome Kevin said in the text message this morning, I don't think a lot of people are going to like what I have to say, so we're going to circle back. But let's bring in the golden boy. Was he fucking doing his hair down here? What's going on?
Yeah, he's
here?
like using this as his mirror or something.
Yeah, what's
like
up
he thinks
there,
he's fucking
Uriah?
Jerome from the time. Want me to hold that shit up for you?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Oh yeah, I can hear you guys fine.
Oh, that's Handsome. That's there.
Whoa. There you go.
What is going on? There he is.
How are we doing today, gentlemen?
Good. How are you, Uriah Upton?
I'm tired. Had a long weekend. This week.
I just got to know. How old are you?
I'm 20.
What the fuck are you tired from, bro? You should have endless energy. You should be running through a fucking brick wall right now. You're tired.
I got nothing to say. I've been in the backseat of cars with my legs crammed for 5 hours. It's just
sounds like
a lot on the body.
Sounds like my high school years.
Yeah. I'm for 20 years old. I'm pretty damaged up already, but not from wrestling, from other stuff.
Banging in the backseat of cars.
Yeah.
Attaboy.
That and yeah, you guys got it right on the nail.
Fuck, 5 hours. 20 years old. That makes sense. 20 years old, 5 hours. Good for you.
Yeah, way to get him, man.
Yes, sir.
Can we look, sir? See, I'm done. He called me fucking sir.
Well, you're an old man, dude.
I'm not as old as you. You're gonna be 50 next
I
year.
gotta respect people older than me. So
there you go.
you could be 5 years, you could be 10 years older than me. I'll still call you sir.
This
That's
is what
all
you
of
brought
us.
to the show, HK.
Yeah. What's the problem?
What are you drinking, guy? What is
just,
that?
Just some water. Just
That's a
some
fucking
core
fancy,
hydration. Love,
fancy looking water bottle.
yeah, would love that sponsorship. So, Core,
Get on it, Core.
I'm here.
Well, look, buddy, if you're gonna get a sponsorship, you gotta up that social media game, bro. Come on.
Yeah. I feel you on
You're
that.
20 years old. You should be a master at the social media.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to do it. There's a lot of ways to do the social media thing.
Yeah.
And
You haven't picked one yet.
I haven't picked one yet. No, I
It's a
haven't.
tough decision, HK.
Yeah, decisions. You're gonna go on the TikTok. You're gonna go on the Grinder. What are you gonna do?
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans is probably the way to go. I heard
you-
Feet Finder is really popular as well.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got good looking feet.
I feel like with a couple of pedicures, I'll be fine.
Yeah, we'll get you some lights. We'll shave some of that cheese off the bottom. You'll be good to go, man.
Can we get a preview? Can we get a feet preview? Can we judge your
my-
feet?
I don't think you guys are paying me to be here for that. So
We're not paying you at all, buddy.
yeah, I'm here.
He's the golden boy. Now, 20 years old. How long have you been in the wrestling business? Because HK, he speaks very highly of you, and it's very surprising that you've been in the game for such a short amount of time.
Yeah, I've been wrestling ever since I would probably say about August of 2021, because that's when I graduated high school. I graduated about a month earlier in 21, and then just right after that, I came down to Sioux Falls, hit up Mr. Eugene Nick Dinsmore, and then the rest is history.
Oh God, you get trained by that fucking nut job?
I was trained by him. I'm not currently trained, but like here and there we'll have a training session. But I did start out with him. Yes.
God, that guy's a maniac.
Yeah, I think it was the first card that we worked together. I think I was talking to Jackson, and I was like, "Boy, this kid's he knows what he's doing. How long has he been at it?" And he fucking says, "I think it's about 6 months now." And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like I thought it was a rib until I actually started talking to you, because you look so natural in the ring. I mean, you move crisp. Your moves always look good, and some of the things I've seen you do, you're downright fearless at times. Maybe stupid, but no, it's incredible how talented you are at such a young age, being as green as you are. It blows me away.
Yeah, and I appreciate such kind words, Kevin. Really, for the most part, it's just I've been watching this my whole life. This is something I've wanted to do since.
Your whole life is fucking 20 years. All right, relax. Pump the brakes, guy. 20 years
That's
is
a
not
long time.
That's not a long time. I'm twice as old as you, and Tony's like 3 times as old as you.
I got T-shirts older than you.
I mean, what have you done in those 20 years?
Oh my God, it's nothing. So much of not. I do a fucking podcast. There you go.
Yeah, that's something. At least you're here.
And I double as Batman.
Oh,
And whichever one of you fuckers change my name to Fat Man, I'm gonna get you. I noticed, fucker. So, you say you've been watching it your whole life. Right after high school, you decide to be a wrestler. What was the moment where you were like, I'm not going to go to college. I don't want to be a mechanic. I don't want to do this. I want to be a professional wrestler. Is there a specific moment where you decided this is your life goal?
Not really. As a kid, I've always dreamed about doing this, but it was really around my sophomore, junior year of high school when I was really like, I have to do something. And it's like, I'm about to leave this place. I could go to college like everybody else, but I cannot stand school. I hated school. I hated being in a classroom specifically. So that is something I couldn't really do. So for the most part, I was just thinking what is the most realistic option for me to do? And it just so happened to be wrestling for some reason. Just the stars aligned somehow to where I used to live in Sioux Falls. There was a school in Sioux Falls. I was planning to leave Cali anyways, so that was the move right from the get-go when I found out.
Wait. You left California for fucking North Dakota?
South. Don't disrespect South.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm looking at the promo picture from your match this past weekend, and it's got ND on there for North Dakota. My apologies for all you South Dakotians out there. So you went, I don't like the sun and the girls and the California. Let me go to the fucking coldest place in America.
Well, like all that stuff you said beforehand, great. Like I loved
Right.
Cali because of that reason. It was just it's really expensive down there. Like especially when you're gonna live by yourself or potentially even gonna bunk with like 5 or 6 guys in a dorm. Like, that's not something I wanted to do.
All right.
And then
That's
for
fair,
the
it
most
makes
part, I was
sense.
up in Northern California, so at least from what I was researching, I couldn't find a school at least close to me.
You couldn't find a school between California and South Dakota?
At least something realistic to me. Because
It's
going
a
down
fair-
to Southern California, that's a crazy jump.
Crazier than South Dakota.
Because I'm not from like San Francisco or like any one of the big California cities. I'm from a small town called Rio Vista, California.
Yeah, but you went to fucking South Dakota, dude.
There's a long story to this because I lived in South Dakota before. So,
Like, were you held at gunpoint?
kind of. My mom kind of just picked me up, got me in a car, and we were in South Dakota one day, and I was like, "What is this?" It's cold.
Sounds like a kidnapping.
For the
Are
most
you
part.
okay? Do we need to make a phone call, or
Yeah. Do we need to? Is your flyer up in New York City somewhere? Should I
are
know
you on a
about
milk this? carton? Are you really 20?
Do they- Yes, I'm really 20.
Okay.
I was like, I've never even seen milk in a carton, low key.
What?
Like milk has always been in a gallon or like a smaller of like a pint, right? Or
Yeah.
like a quart. I've never seen it actually in a cardboard carton.
I thought he was going to say like he's always seen him in glass bottles, and I was like, wow.
No, I'm not that bougie, but
Bougie.
yeah.
Tell it to the fucking cow. I watched some of your matches today before we had you on because I wasn't familiar with you. Excuse me. You seem, for someone who hasn't been in the wrestling game too long, you look extremely comfortable in the ring. How long did it take you to get to that point where you were content? Because I could never put on my underwear and go stand in front of a bunch of strangers. Seriously, like I don't think people think about that. Like I don't have like, look, they called me Fat Matt. These assholes. Like you put on your underwear and then you're going to go out there and kind of you're just showing yourself for everybody. How long before you were comfortable with that? Especially for somebody who just decided like, I got to do something with my life. I guess I'll be a wrestler.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I really feel like it didn't take that many matches. It took like maybe like it's gonna sound crazy, but maybe like 5 or 6. I don't know. Just because when I started, I felt like I was in the ring with like people who like taught me the right way how to do things, and like I just feel like from that point on, from like after like my 3rd or 4th match, it started becoming like, oh, like I've done this in training like numerous times. Like it's pretty much just doing the same thing, but just with a crowd, with one take. And for the most part, it's just those butterflies went away pretty fast.
So you walk into the Nick Dinsmore wrestling school, right?
Yeah.
If he was like, hey, in a couple years, you're going to wrestle a fucking possum. Are you out or are you staying?
Like it might not even sound that crazy, but Nick has said some crazy things like that before. So like for the most part, I probably would have stayed because some of the first things he's pitched to me when he first saw me. Oh,
Okay, come on. What do you?
Yeah. What do you pitch?
What do you got?
no. That's something between me and Nick.
Ah.
Like maybe time will tell. Maybe in a tell-all, be-all of my story, I'll reveal those moments. But for Nick's sake and for my sake, I think it's best that we just keep that under wraps, if you know what I mean.
Wow, interesting. I watched not much of it, but I watched a match that was on YouTube. Is it frustrating for you when you see that your matches are on YouTube and the commentary and the audio is fucking atrocious?
Like it does annoy me, but like I do get it with some of these promotions. Like you don't have like the production of certain companies, so they got to do what they got to do. But it does, like for a lot of matches, it does kind of disqualify them from sending them to a lot of people just because I don't want them to go through that fucking audio. No way.
No, I don't blame you. And the first one I clicked on was you against oh god, the guy looks like Matt Tremont.
I think it's like I think you're talking about Jack.
Big Jack, something like that. Yeah, and it was like once the match started and then the audio was atrocious, I was like, I'm out. I'm done with this.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then I went on to your 7 Seas title match, which I enjoyed much more.
Yeah, a little bit better quality, but at least from the home promotion where I'm from in Flagship, yeah. Just with certain shows, there's not a lot of people there. You know how things can get, and just like you get some randos doing audio for you, and you're just like, what experience does this guy have? But I guess he has some.
Now I know you're rocking the Uriah Upton Golden Boy gimmick, but also 24K Honey.
Yeah.
Do you prefer singles work or tag matches?
Honestly, I love it all, but I do love a good singles match, like 1-on-1, a mano y mano. That's the best type of story. That's the best type of match I feel like anyone can put on. Tag matches can get really exciting. They can get great, but I think for the most part, for my liking, I love just 1-on-1.
Have you now? I know you've worked at AWF a lot. Have you ever crossed paths with that son of a bitch, piece of shit, JJ Rogue?
A couple times. He has stared at me from the locker room a couple times in his glasses for some reason. But I have run into him a couple times, yes.
Have you ever had a chance to knock his block off?
I have not gotten my chance to get my hands on him. He's running. He's hiding behind Stonehenge and Nick Nelson and Rick. And apparently now Cho is a part of that thing. I don't know what's going on. I don't know how Cho got the belt, but I think things happen.
I think you can't trust that guy. And there's only two types of people that wear sunglasses inside: blind people and assholes. And I'm pretty sure JJ Rogue isn't blind.
He might be a little bit of both. You never know.
Oh, blind asshole, the worst type.
It's just there are a lot of times where it doesn't seem like JJ knows where he's going, but he somehow finds his way. Stonehenge always guides him the right way, but for the most part, it does seem like JJ does have a blind eye.
So starting so young in the business, how long do you expect yourself to actually truly make an impact? Are you more patient because you started so young, or are you hungry that you want it as soon as possible?
Like, there was a little part of me that's like, I want every opportunity possible. I want everything. I want the bright lights. I want to get signed right now. But I still do know that I'm young. I'm like you guys know, I'm only 20. I'm only like 1.5, 2 years in the business. That's not a lot. For a lot of people, that is good enough experience to get signed, to get bigger opportunities. But at least for me right now, I feel like I'm going at the right pace. And I feel like I'm going at the right speed for me, at least.
Yeah, it's a great attitude to have, my man. That's a great attitude to have.
So, like a year ago, right? We're coming up on a year ago, before he was the champion, you and Alvin Falcone, you tangled.
Yeah.
Now he's the champ. Is it?
He's not the champ anymore. From what
Wait, what the fuck? Cage match? Oh my god. He was the champ at Dragon Slam. Dragon Slam happened a week ago.
But there was a show this past weekend.
What the fuck, handsome Kevin? You didn't update me on a title change.
Well, I didn't want to. It's I'm not too happy with it.
So that's when you. Who's this Cho?
No more.
Who's this Cho character?
Cho beat Petey for the TV title.
Who's the champion?
Kyle Pro.
Oh, fuck that guy.
You said it.
Yeah.
No, I agree. Fuck him.
Yeah, fuck him.
All right, so fucking Kyle Pro. You ready for Kyle Pro, Uriah Upton?
Oh, I'm always ready for Kyle Pro. My first opportunity in Below Zero was against Kyle Pro, and he got away just by the squeak of his hair. So the next time I see Kyle Pro, it's going to be a much, much different story.
You know you don't have a cage match.
Whether it's a cage match, whether it's in a ring.
No, you don't have a cage match. I can't look at your career, and you're not great on the social media. So I'm just piecing things together here.
Oh, I've never been in a cage match. No.
You should go in a cage match. How did you and Lumbermack fare this past weekend?
We won. We won against Matthias and Lucas Alexander, I think his name is.
Wow. How do you feel about that?
I mean, Below Zero has been putting me with a lot of random people lately, and it's just I'm good enough to tag with anyone. If they need me to tag with so and so, I mean, they're signing my paycheck, so gotta go to work.
So you saying you're the Sean and they're the Marty?
I mean, my perspective, I've always been Sean. I don't care if anyone's Marty right beside me. I mean, I feel like I've always been at least a step above whoever I've tagged with.
All right, Sean or Brett?
Oof. That is a very tough question. Depends on what you're asking though. Depends on like technical ability, charisma, like who would I want to be more, or whose like career I would want to emulate.
No, who do you prefer, Sean or Brett? Uriah?
I'd probably say,
bro, you say Sean, I'm hanging up on you. I'm just gonna give you a heads up now. You can say it. You're a man. Be a man, Hulk.
Yeah, Shawn Michaels. It's just he's resonated with me more, and then when I was gone, he's gone. Love it. Man of his word. But mostly for Sean, it was just I was at least at a point when I was a kid where I was able to watch him.
Right.
I was like, I'm not old enough to watch Bret Hart.
Now you and Matt Honey had a series of
We're
matches.
not that old. No. We're not that old. What the shit, bro?
No, but he's right though. Like unless you go out of your way to
he's got
look.
the Peacock. He can watch all the Bret Hart he needs. Fucking
Oh no,
fine
Bret Hart.
Jesus.
There's no excuse for not watching Bret Hart.
Fine Jesus, Shawn Michaels can suck my balls.
No excuse for not watching Bret Hart. But I can understand not seeing a lot of Marty Jannetty matches.
Oh, I watched for my time period. I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Yeah.
I do go back to watch classic matches that are suggested to me, but for the most part, when I'm sitting down with my food in front of the big screen, I'm watching something that I can recognize with good HD quality. Know what I'm saying?
Uriah, I got to cue you in on something. Every time Matt goes to the bathroom, we like to try to watch to see.
I couldn't do it to him. I couldn't do it.
We like to watch to see. Oh, Nellie's here.
Oh no! All right, that's worth it then.
If we could see him like taking a piss, or if we could hear any kind of grunting or anything.
All right.
Hey, we got Nellie's butthole.
All right, so that's worth it. But if it was just what we had originally done,
it'd be so funny if he walked out naked and the microphone is covering his fucking dick.
Oh, bro, you got a bathroom in that room?
Yeah, oh yeah. Sometimes we hear some plops and stuff.
Some plops, yeah, a little bit of grunts. I mean,
what's up, Nelly?
I would imagine if he does, he has to sit in that room with that smell and still do the podcast.
You know what it is too? Like he is an old man. Like he's 40, but he's like going on 60. Like his bowels are
a lot of mileage.
Yeah, dude, he looks like Bert Kreischer if he takes his shirt off. Oh wait, he's coming back. Shit, I gotta get rid of him. Take him out. Did he see? He saw. Fuck.
I'm not sure.
He's laughing.
He might have.
Really? This poor guy's taking time out of his busy schedule.
No, we were saying hi to Nelly. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And you got to do that to me and the cat.
I tried
this
to take
poor
it out,
kid.
Matt. I tried to remove it.
He's busy. He's 20 years old. It's a Monday night. You
He's
think
not
he wants
busy.
To
He's gonna go sit in the back of the car for 5 hours. He ain't got shit to do tonight.
Well, do you know what? That's what I was thinking about while I was in the men's room.
Of course you were. You were thinking about men in back seats of cars while you were in the toilet with your junk in your hand.
How difficult is it being based out of South Dakota? Like, there's no 5 hours. It was just a North Dakota trip. Like, so traveling like to the East Coast, unless somebody's flying you out there, is a real pain in the ass. No.
I mean, if I were to ever go up to the East Coast, if there was a big enough opportunity, no drive is too long. But yeah, at least for right now, if some rando promotion in New England hit me up and said, we need you to drive out, but pay's not that good, I can't do it. There's no way.
Is that a big challenge that you're finding? Like, obviously the Midwest is great, and they have there's a lot of people who are excited that you're going to be on the show. Like, the Midwest wrestling scene is thriving, but like that's 5 hours to go. Would you just go to North Dakota this weekend? Like, that's a big trip. Like, there's still people that do it here on the East Coast, but 5 hours from where we are and like 5 hours will get you like halfway through Pennsylvania, past Boston, down past Philadelphia. Like there's a lot here on the East Coast. As you progress in the game, is that an option you would look to, maybe moving to someplace where it's easier for you to, you can hit Boston, New York, and Philly in a weekend and only do like, I don't know, 12 hours of driving round trip, like versus a 10-hour trip to go out to North Dakota?
I mean, like that does sound enticing. That does sound like a very good option. But at least where I'm at, I feel like this is a good place because Minnesota wrestling scene is really huge. You got promotions like First out there doing a lot of big things. The show at Mall of America, that's something I really, really am working towards. I really want to get there. Places like Chicago. Chicago's not that far of a drive. It is pretty long, but the Chicago scene is popping, and there's a lot of opportunities in Chicago too. I feel like it would be more worth it for me to go to like Florida maybe, but as far as my options right now, I feel like I'm in a very good place. Sioux Falls is a little bit out of the way of certain places, but it's nothing too crazy.
Where do you see Uriah Upton in 2024? What's the big goal for you this upcoming year?
In 2024, I'm just hoping to get out to more states. I'm hoping to get out to bigger and better promotions. I'm hoping to get out to Illinois. I'm hoping to get out to First Wrestling, like I mentioned before. I'm hoping to get out to I'm heading out to Iowa. I haven't performed in Iowa yet, but
nobody has.
yeah, exactly. Not a lot of people, but there was a pretty decent scene in Iowa. I am gonna make my debut in Iowa in 2024, so I guess that's a long time coming. But it's just slow and steady. Just trying to not think of anything too crazy. Just trying to not have any disappointment.
Now, wrestling fan growing up?
Yeah.
Have you had that moment where you kind of you're in the back, you're getting ready, and you're on a card with somebody you grew up watching, and you just kind of have that fan moment where you're like, holy shit, I'm on the same card as wrestler X? And if so, who was it?
Yes. It was up in Montana. That was an 11-hour drive.
Montana.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Yes. So it was up in Montana, and like three of like some of the best superstars I've ever seen on television. Like it was John Morrison, Chris Masters, and JTG.
Oh wow,
they were in Montana.
That's
Like,
right.
And you got to,
right?
yeah, you got to share.
I was on the same card as like all three of them. It was great.
Okay, so we're fans because we've been doing a wrestling podcast for going on 12 years, right? And that fandom never goes away.
Yeah.
As a wrestler, is there a line for you guys? Like, are you taught like you kind of have to put that fandom in the back pocket, or do you take the time? Is it like an unspoken rule? You can't go and be like, hey, I grew up and I'm a big fan. I just want to say, like,
I mean,
great to meet
nowadays,
you. You think you?
Oh, you're all good.
No.
But nowadays it's a lot better than like old school, because I feel like in the old school days they were like, oh, don't be a mark, don't be a fanboy in the back, don't annoy the veterans. But at least from when I met them, they were very nice. They were normal people. It's like you grow up watching these people, idolizing these people, but you don't realize that they're just normal people. Like they're shy. Some of them don't like to talk. Some of them do like to talk. Like it's just really it's like meeting anyone. It's just they just have that status that makes you think, oh, like if I mess up in front of this person, like I just embarrass myself in front of him.
Does that make you more nervous knowing that they're in the locker room when you go out and have your match?
It does make me nervous just because I know they can peek out and see what I'm doing. So like I'm always on my A game for that. But for the most part, it's exhilarating. It's almost like it's a motivation. Like they're here to see, like they're here, like, and they might see me do something. All right, let's go. Let's give them a show. Let's impress them for as long as they're here.
Right. And back to the question prior to this was there's been an initiative in like the last few years to be like, take the photos, take the pictures, do all the things, because you never know when you're going to have that opportunity again. And
Yeah.
I'm sure Kevin can speak to this. Matt and Tony can also probably speak to it. You take the pictures when you have the chance. Like when you share a locker room with somebody, you it feels weird, but what's the worst that could honestly happen? If you're there anyway, and if you're already working, like, it's got to be like, there's got to be some sort of like get out of jail free card for doing that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Have you had that experience at all?
I mean, everyone I've asked for a photo, they've always been more than willing to take a photo. I think it's a lot easier nowadays just because it only takes like not even a second to snap a photo quickly.
That's a great point.
For the most
And they must know you don't do well on social media, so.
Oh yeah, for the most part.
Come on, but you got to step your game up, bro. You're a super talented kid, and that's like you can get a lot more eyes on you, man.
I've been slacking on a lot of stuff, like
a lot of stuff. Come on, Uriah. What do you mean a lot of stuff?
Many. I got to get T-shirts. I got to get new promos for my new gear. I got a whole bunch of stuff I got to do.
What the fuck are you doing in South Dakota that's stopping you from doing all this? You got a lady over there?
No.
So you're just sitting in your apartment right now talking to us jackaloons when you could be making T-shirts and posters and bendy figures?
I could be watching Monday Night Football right now, but I mean, so.
No one cares about the Jets and the Chargers. Nobody.
Everyone cares about the Jets and the Chargers.
Nobody cares.
No one cares, but I like watching Justin.
Zach
Wilson.
Wilson
But
sucks.
That's 4 different podcasts.
They're 4-3, man. They're 4-3.
You fucking drink the Kool-Aid over there, Jets boy.
Of course. What are fans supposed to do?
I don't know.
Not.
What about you? What's your team, Uriah? We're gonna judge you hard as fuck now.
It's the Bears.
It's the Niners.
Oh, the Niners. That makes sense. California.
Cali, yeah. It's just that was the team I grew up watching as well. It was just like I got to get in the ring with George Kittle. I'll put it out there.
Oh,
George Kittle.
I like that. George Kittle, big wrestling fan, right?
Oh, he's a huge wrestling fan. Yeah, he's from Iowa too, so I can make that drive.
Throw the challenge out. I will type it up in word form. We will cut it in video form, and we will throw it out there that you are challenging George Kittle.
It's like I'm just challenging George Kittle to come back to Iowa. Just I know he's been a Black and Brave a couple times. I feel like just George needs to show off that style. He needs to show off like what he can do in that ring, because I know he can do a lot. Because quite frankly, he hasn't been doing a whole lot on the football field, so he has to do something.
Easy, son. Easy. He's on my fantasy team. Take it easy over there.
Best tight end in the league all round, but at least for fantasy, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Fucking 7-1 in every league I'm in. What am I doing this
he's
guy?
talking to George Kittle still.
Oh, well, you know what? George Kittle, he needs his own Taylor Swift, so that's a thing, right?
I think he's already married.
All right, well, he needs to get her up in the skybox.
I was like, George, like you got to tell the coach, like, I love blocking, I love it, but I got to score touchdowns.
He scored 3 in one game, and that's his big thing for the.
That's been it.
That's it.
No,
that's all he needs to do.
You know who had a day yesterday? Dalton Schultz for the Texans. CJ Stroud found him.
Yeah.
And
what's George in a diva like that, but he needs to be like
diva. Who's a diva? We call him a diva.
He's not. I said he's not a diva, but he needs to be like, I need the ball. Yeah. I need the ball.
Brock Purdy's got
fantasy owners should be like that too. I'm not a fantasy football player, but
why not?
It's just too stressful.
Is Debo still out?
Debo is still out.
Debo is still out. Is McCaffrey?
Yeah, they didn't play. They had a bye this week.
So McCaffrey's not out now. Luke Peterson chimes in. Al Bundy scored 3 in a single game.
Who?
Let's see if Ryan, do you know who Al Bundy is?
Like Ted?
No.
Al Bundy.
No, not Ted.
No, but we can talk about Ted all day, bro. I'm all about that.
Do you know who Al Bundy is?
No.
It's fair. He's 20, bro. He's fucking born in 2003.
You made fun of him for not knowing shit before. I was just trying to.
I didn't make fun of him for not knowing shit.
I do like football, but like Al Bundy doesn't ring a bell.
No, that's because he's a fictional character like Rocky.
Yeah, from a show called Married
Al
with Children.
Bundy's better.
And it's like Rocky. A lot of people have scored 3 touchdowns in a game. Like
4.
4?
Yeah.
4 touchdowns, 1 game made all city.
Polk High.
Like Peyton Hillis was the cover of Madden 12 too. Whoop-de-doo.
I like the way you think.
Abraham Lincoln was a good old man. He shot
Jumped
2
out the window
with a rubber band.
So you did the long weekend of wrestling. How do you unwind and prepare yourself for this weekend?
Mostly just going to work and working out. That's that's all I do. Of
Is that a Cars pillow behind you?
course.
Nice.
Of course. Fuck me running, of course.
My 4-year-old niece has the same one.
Oh, my cat's
Ciao.
assholes in my face.
Lightning
That's
McQueen is like, I wouldn't say he's my spirit animal, but I relate a lot to him.
Well, he's a car.
It's a
first of
car,
all.
it's not an animal.
And I'm a hot rod. So
All right, you could be that could be your spirit car, but not an animal, bro. What do they teach you in there, South Dakota? Do you not know the
I
difference
went to
between an
Cali
animal?
school.
Do you not know the difference between an animal and a cow? This is an animal. And that car goes room room.
An animal and a cow?
Yeah, we heard cow
Car.
Nah, dude.
A
I mean-
cow is an animal.
I mean, in this point, Lightning McQueen is a living figure. So like he's technically a hybrid.
Ooh.
Ka-cha.
Because what car do you know that like can talk?
Kit.
Is he like a
Ooh,
transformer?
Kit's a good pull.
Kit. Sackett?
No,
Excuse me?
Kit.
What about Birdie the Bus from Thomas?
that's a good one too.
Kit from Michael Knight.
Michael who?
Bro, come on. All right, Uriah. You got homework, bro.
Bro, he's
Michael
20.
Knight.
Relax.
I
Yes,
know
Mike
he's-
the Knight.
I'm
Yes.
relaxed.
Oh, Mike.
Oh,
Sounds like
I'm
me
fucking
messing with
calmer than you are.
Yeah.
Matt,
Doesn't
take your
ring a
shirt
bell.
off.
No. You got to Google it, bro. Michael Knight. It was David Hasselhoff. I really have no fucking idea what his like
SpongeBob
job.
You know who?
Yeah,
you know,
okay.
Matt, you know who the voice of Kit was?
Yeah, it was Mr. Feeney
That's right.
from Boy Meets World.
There you go.
Do you know what
My
Boy Meets
man.
World is?
I know the spinoff.
What do you
What-
like to watch on the TV?
I watch a lot of weird stuff.
Can't be any weirder than what I watch. So let's go.
I mean, I watch a lot of stuff from my childhood. So like, I watch a lot of Disney Channel shows, like Hannah Montana. That's my shit.
Okay.
I got like Wizards of Waverly Place, or like
Okay.
Shining Wizards of Waverly Place.
yeah, this is a goated show.
Did you just
A
say
lot of
goated?
old Disney movies, a lot of random 2000s movies. I can't really.
What? I gotta know what an old Disney movie is to you.
Old Disney movies. Let me think.
Millie, stop! Whoa!
Have you heard of like Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off?
Oh, God. That's an old one.
Nope.
That's like about when I was born, or like Big Fat Liar.
Yeah, Big Fat Liar was, what's his name, wasn't it? Jim Carrey, no?
No, not.
Or is that
no,
Liar
no,
Liar?
that's Liar Liar. Big Fat Liar's the guy from that wine movie.
No, stop it.
The wine movie?
Yeah.
Okay, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. The screen is a man, a boy. Maybe he's playing baseball, but instead of a bat, he has a spatula, a giant spatula, and there's just a dude behind him doing this.
Yeah, because he was a baseball player, but he also loved to cook.
Wow. Crossover.
So it's either like, bro, you got to go to this baseball game, or you got to go to this cook-off that's in front of Bobby Flay.
Let me guess. He goes to the fucking cook-off.
He manages to do both.
Oh, what a
He said that with such like, yo, he managed to do both, motherfucker.
Like,
Like,
he managed to
you
win the
didn't even-
baseball game and cook in front of Bobby Flay.
You didn't even name like I mean, I don't know fuck all about Disney now, but I thought you were gonna name some kind of Pixar movie that I would know. Eddie's $1 Million Cook. This is a fucking 2 hour. You sat through 2 hours of this shit.
Very entertaining 2 hours.
Very entertaining. Uriah, if I go back and watch Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off tonight, you'll get a fucking message from me at like 3 a.m.
You got to
No,
watch.
he
it the right
won't. He
mindset.
doesn't have social media.
Well, I'll
Yeah,
still
it already
see it
seems like-
eventually.
It already seems like you're in the wrong mindset to watch the movie because you're already in a negative space.
he's right. He's right, man.
So I'm like, if you watch that movie, I'm just telling you, maybe in a couple of days, you're sitting down, nothing to do. Whatever you do to enjoy your time when you watch a movie, do that, and then just relax on the couch with some good deviled eggs. and watch.
Deviled egg? What's wrong with you?
Nothing's wrong with him. What the fuck is wrong with deviled eggs?
Bro,
Nothing.
deviled
I'm not
eggs-
eating a deviled eggs as a movie snack. What kind
Why
of
not?
fucking mute? Because it's weird.
Fucking Handjob HK eats fruit platters at barbecues. You're gonna make fun of him. for
Veggie
eating deviled eggs?
tray!
Whatever, dude.
It has to do with the movie. So like when they eat deviled eggs, you can too.
But I don't know that. So going into it, I'm not going to have deviled eggs readily available for me to
Now
Do
you
some
know.
research. Get on Google.
But that's why I'm telling you, like, if you want the optimum experience, like,
So he fucking leaves a baseball game to make deviled eggs? That's not a cook-off.
for Bobby Flay, bro.
To make
Bobby
deviled eggs,
Flay.
just mash the yolks and put some mayonnaise in it and call it a day.
No.
Get down,
I mean, you
Nelly.
could go store bought. I'm not judging.
Bro, what?
Where would you get
Store-bought with
store-bought
deviled eggs?
fucking deviled eggs? They
What? You're
sell
not
them in the
even making
store?
your own fucking deviled eggs, bro?
I'm not judging.
Yeah, what
Well, my-
store are you getting? Where are you getting store-bought
Bro,
deviled
you-
eggs from?
Uriah, if you're eating gas station deviled eggs, you better stop, bro.
No,
I'm not,
keep going,
but-
bro. Blow your asshole
Gas
out at
stations
20
with-
years
ga-
old,
Gas
dude.
stations down here, bro.
You're not going to live to see 22 if you're eating gas station deviled eggs.
Maybe
Oh,
that's
I'm
all they
not.
got in the fucking Dakotas
those
is
who
gas
do.
stations. Yeah.
Just for
No,
those.
nobody should be eating fucking gas station deviled
You eat
eggs.
at Wawa all the time. What are you talking about?
It's
Like, bro,
not.
When you're on the road 24/7, you get into some crazy things. I haven't tried deviled eggs yet,
Don't.
but for those who
Wait,
do,
you said you ate deviled eggs while you're watching movies.
No,
I
he
do, but I
suggest
haven't
he's-
gotten gas station deviled eggs.
What? So what's a store-bought deviled eggs? Is that like you go in and it's already pre-made?
I mean, yeah, I think
It's like
That's
in like the
gross.
sushi
Yeah.
section, maybe like
Yeah,
it's
like
a
the
little
deli
tray or
section.
something.
Yeah.
it's like already like in a little tray, I would assume, and those are
Yeah.
probably just like it'll probably be
Saran
like
wrap
6,
or-
3 eggs. So
And what do they charge you for those 3 eggs? Like $15?
No, like $3. It's fucking South Dakota, dude. They're dying for money over there.
it's still a lot down here.
They're dying for money.
I don't know anybody but
with all
Bobby
those
Flay
cats,
from
with
this
all those
cast.
cows and animals.
Dying.
You don't
for
know
money.
Orlando Brown? Well,
I know Orlando, Florida.
Brown. Let me see. What else
I
has
don't know if that was-
Orlando Brown been in?
Orlando
I don't know
Brown's
if it
the one
was
that lost
Brown
his
or
fucking.
Bloom.
No,
I don't know.
Orlando Brown's the one that is he the one that lost his fucking mind?
Yes.
Yeah, apparently a month ago. The tragic story of Orlando Brown, the That's So Raven star.
Yep, that's what I'm talking about.
What, he
Yeah.
killed
Oh, good.
himself?
Talk about the guy who got in an altercation with his girlfriend.
Oh
Wow.
no, he's been on the shit train for a while.
Oh, he's been
Yeah,
he's
he's
on one for a while.
drugs and arrested and all that shit.
Oh, yeah, look at this one. He looks like he's in jail. Bro, he's got a 5 head like nobody's business. I would wear a hat all day,
Yeah.
too. Jesus Christ.
I don't know why I stumbled upon an Orlando Brown thing. Neck tat? Does he have a neck tat?
What is this? Yeah, he does. This one, he's got
Yeah.
cat's eyes. It looks like his eyes are cats.
Oh yeah, he's been going psycho for a long time.
Yeah, he's been in and out of like certain facilities and stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know how I know this, but somehow I know this.
Bro, he's got a tattoo of Raven on his neck.
Yeah, he's gone off the wires.
That's Raven.
Did he find Jesus yet?
He tried.
He did! Fucking looper.com. Look at this. Oh, but his troubles may not be over.
No, he's still in a weird place.
He
Again, I don't
threatened
know how I know this, but I know. I think it was like a TMZ. I was on TMZ for something else, and I just happened to see this. And
Yeah, a lot of Disney stars go down that path. So I mean,
what do you think they go down that path for? Is it like wrestlers? Are you going to go down a path like this?
yeah, don't
Ryan?
go down a path.
I'm
Don't
not
go
a
down a
child.
path.
I'm not a child wrestler.
Yes, you are.
Great
You're 20 years old.
That's a great point, though. He's
I,
Stay away from the gas station deviled eggs, bro.
No,
No,
of
bro, you're
course.
20. Do whatever you want to do.
No,
man.
don't do
The
whatever.
world
you
is
want.
your oyster.
Don't listen to this guy. He
Get
almost
the
shit his-
oysters from the gas station.
He
too.
almost shit his pants before the show started. Let me ask you this: 20 years old. When was the last time you shit your pants?
when I was in diapers,
Oh, boo.
This guy's too cool.
I've
He hasn't-
pissed my pants before, but I've
Oh!
never. I will
take
say
it.
I've never shit my pants. I've
All right,
been
well,
able to
you're
hold it in.
I
still
believe him.
young. Wait until those farts start turning into sharts.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Go get them eggs.
coming.
You'll be up there soon.
You're gonna fucking wake
Probably.
up one day, bro, and it's over. It's a wrap. You're gonna be 32, and you're gonna have a fucking shit in your pants.
Yeah, it'll probably take a couple trips to like Taco Bell or something like that. But
They got Taco Bell in South Dakota.
yes, have you heard of Taco John's?
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Taco
I don't
John?
eat it, but like
Why don't you eat it? Wait, why?
it's
Because
knockoff Taco Bell.
guy named John made it. You think he knows about tacos?
Yeah.
His
Exactly.
website says it's original tacos, burritos, and potato olis.
Olay.
Potato Olays are just tater tots that are like
Alright.
small,
Taco Bell ain't putting no tater tots in their burrito. Look, the meat and potato
but they
burrito.
put in hot Fritos in their burrito,
Hey, Napoleon, let me get your tots.
Big Frito guy.
and it's like they'll put
Yeah, but they
in,
just came out with a taco,
Fritos.
a breakfast taco.
What, Taco Bell?
Yeah, how long you been doing breakfast? You just came out with a breakfast taco? Come on, Taco Bell, you're better than that.
It's always been about the crunch wraps though. No one wants a breakfast taco.
I love the Crunch Wrap breakfast. I was just telling my friend about that the other day.
This taco.
What you cut out there? What'd you say?
Oh, no one wants a breakfast taco.
I don't know about that.
Like what's on this breakfast taco?
Yeah,
Is it
breakfast
just,
tacos are gross. It's probably just like eggs, cheese.
Eggs, sausage, cheese.
It's a
probably,
breakfast
right?
sandwich in a taco. It's no different than anything else you get.
Yeah, it
'Cause
is.
I was-
It's a fucking taco.
I remember back.
Give me
when
an
I
egg
was younger,
McMuffin, motherfucker.
They would have like
That's a
waffles,
breakfast
sweet
sandwich.
shell.
It almost looks like a quesadilla.
Yeah, it's like it's just a breakfast wrap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
out. I'm out on it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm in. I'm all in.
Well, you're right. This has been amazing. I hope you had a good time. We
oh, I had
are.
it last.
Have you? Would you come back?
Oh yeah.
And you come hang out with us, talk some wrestling? You still keep up on the current wrestling, or is it one of those things like you're involved, you don't want to see it anymore?
I keep up here and there, but for the most part, I'm not every single day of my life. It's like I'm watching wrestling. It's like
Right,
that's
we want
not.
to go watch the Jets and the Chargers.
Yeah, you got to keep some variety in your life. Got to keep things fresh.
Right. Also, murder documentaries are good.
Yeah, it's like you got to be a fan of something. You can't just be going crazy over one thing your whole life.
All right.
What's the rest of 2023 looking like? Where can the people find you if they're out and about in the Midwest?
People could find me Magnum Wrestling, Below Zero Wrestling, AWF, Flagship, South Dakota, Sioux Falls, Minnesota, North Dakota, Omaha, Iowa. I'm mostly in those areas. So if you're around and you see Uriah Upton, come see the show. It's always a good time.
Fuck yeah.
Well, Uriah, this has been a great time. I hope you had a good time busting balls and talking about
Yeah,
deviled
it's been
eggs
fun.
and all
I
this
live
good
for it.
shit. But seriously, if you've never heard of Uriah Upton, throw it in the YouTube machine. His matches are out there. He's got a knack for the wrestling, and it's 20 years old. I mean, in another 5 years, we're going to have him back on here when he's on a major TV show every week. And hopefully he doesn't forget about the guys that busted his balls about deviled eggs and his weird love for Shawn Michaels.
It's like I've never had that long of a conversation about deviled eggs, so it's definitely something unique.
Yeah,
the
well,
gateway egg.
when you talk to your elders, they know how to keep a conversation because they don't have their face in their fucking phone all day.
Yeah, a lot of experience.
You were happy when I left before. Do you not want me to be a part of the show anymore?
I mean, that's up to you. It's not my show.
What if you replaced me? Would you replace me?
Depends.
What do you mean?
I don't know if the
depends?
dynamic's that right, though. I don't know if the dynamic's right.
You don't think so?
I don't know. I feel like it would be. I feel like I could do like special guest appearances maybe, but
Oh.
for the most part, I would say this is your thing.
How's your comedy timing? You got zingers, one-liners?
Not really. No.
No,
I mean,
that's
I'm
what
not
she
that
said.
funny
Nothing?
of a guy, but like
What the fuck?
when I sign off, I could say something funny.
Well, that's not going to do anyone any good.
I mean, I could, but like, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Fucking gold. Uriah Upton, the golden boy. This was gold. I gotta ask before. What's going on with your hair,
It's just all over the
bro?
place.
Is that a wig?
No, it's just my hairline's real bad, so
What
I
the
gotta hide
fuck?
it. My hairline's real bad. I gotta hide it. But
All right.
I've gotten years of experience of hiding my hairline to make it look like I got a hairline.
Wait,
so-
you're right. How bad could it be? Did you see Tony's
I
hairline?
was just gonna say, yeah.
I didn't want to go there, but
No, I was gonna go there. He looks like fucking Nosferatu. Bro, what is that? His face is frozen. Look at that.
Nosferatu.
I mean, like it's still up there, but like for the most part, it's like
yeah,
it
you
can
got
get confusing sometimes.
Nah, you got a good head.
Confusing.
Good head of hair.
Yeah, that ain't bad.
I wish my hairline was lower.
We can do that. We can send you to like Finland.
Finland
Yeah,
for
where they
that.
are.
Yeah, they do it over there. They do the hair thing, treatment.
They do the hair thing over there.
Like, I think that would help if I was balding, but I just need a lower hairline. So
Ah, you're fine.
We'll figure
Yeah.
it out one of these
Don't
days.
sweat
yeah, it's all good.
Well, Uriah, this has been great. When you get off and you want to give anyone shit about this terrible appearance because you hated it, you can just tell HK to go kick rocks. But I had fun.
Yeah, it was a pleasure.
great
It was a
time.
pleasure.
And look, if you ever come across that JJ Rowe guy, wipe it off and then punch him in the face.
I would love to do that.
Ha!
Oh,
Get in
but
line, brother.
He seems like the one to sue. So
Sue? I wouldn't sue him. I'd beat the dog shit out of him.
I would, but he seems like he's the one. He's the type to sue. So
Yeah, but if you beat him till he can't talk, he can't sue. And I heard he don't wear socks in his house ever.
can't confirm.
He walks around with those troll feet just hanging out.
I was going to
Can't
say
confirm.
Uriah can confirm that.
Can't confirm.
He's stayed in the Castle Rogue over here.
Oh, Castle Rogue. Look, this guy. Fucking Castle Rogue. You're living in South Dakota. What a fucking asshole. Castle. If it's not bad enough that he knows JJ Rogue and he's got to rub your face in it that he lives in a castle.
He's got a very nice house. It's very nice.
Never been invited. Don't know.
Hey, you're welcome anytime. I fucking told you that. Uriah, go ahead and tell Double T about the breakfasts that Molly makes.
Breakfast. We'll tell you that.
Did I freeze? Who froze?
I don't know. I'm not. Something froze.
Everybody froze. Matt froze.
Everybody froze.
Uriah froze.
No, I think Uriah's still there.
Am I? Yeah, I'm still here.
You're there.
Yeah.
Matt froze. Dude, look at Matt's face.
Yeah, I think it was just,
Someone screen grab that right now,
it was
please.
just him.
He looks like he should be like one of like those, like he should have like the 80s lasers behind him or something. Fuck, I missed
That was
it.
very good. That was very good.
Well,
I wasn't frozen. I
Damn
was
it,
just
I
hoping he would leave.
Wow, what a dick.
All right, Uriah, this has been a great time. Thank you very much. Anytime you want to come back on,
Oh, my God.
please do.
Yep,
You
of
were-
course,
you were
of course. It's been
awesome.
a pleasure, guys. It's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me.
have a good night, man. We'll see you soon.
Thanks for
you guys
being a
have
good
one.
sport, Uriah. You're awesome.
Yeah,
Seriously,
Thank you.
seriously, guys, look him up on YouTube. His shit is good, man. Kid's gonna be a star, and you can tell people you heard him here first on the Shining Wizards. And then when he fucking no sells us when he's big and famous, then you know why. You go back to this interview.
Motherfucker.
Sounds like a plan.
Enjoy your Monday Night Football, Uriah.
All right, you boys have a good one.
Goodbye,
talk soon,
Uriah. Nothing.
Fucking, what a fucking hit job that was.
That was great. Kid's great.
No, it was awesome. Great sport, Matt. You're right. To your point, tremendous sport.
Hey, he's supremely talented. The one thing that I do like about him, even more than like his in-ring ability, is the way he carries himself. He's a very easy to talk to guy, and he's a hell of a guy to have in your locker room. Like just a humble, nice guy to be around.
Seems like
Big-
very mature for a 20-year-old.
Very mature, man. Big fan of his.
Rock on.
Rock over London, rock on Chicago. Do we want to let Handsome Kevin talk about Ric Flair and AEW before we take a break or when we come back?
I can take a whiz.
Shining Whiz.
I could get another hard lemonade, or I can stay here
Attaboy.
and entertain. T-Donk, what about you? Where do you stand?
I need 3 words.
Back after this.
We'd like to thank each and every one of you for tuning in every Monday night to listen to The Shining Wizards. If you'd like to continue to support us outside of listening, we've got a few ways for you to do that. If you shop at Amazon, go over to amazon.shiningwizards.com, do your shopping as usual, and when you make your purchase, a little bit of that purchase price will go back to support the show. If you like to wear t-shirts, merch.shiningwizards.com will take you to our Pro Wrestling Tees store, where we've got over a dozen great designs from over 11 years of professional wrestling podcasting. You can become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/wizardspodcast, and the more you support us, the more things that you're entitled to receive, and believe me, they are fantastic. Continue to listen to us wherever you listen to us on the World Wide Web, and make sure you like, rate, review, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Helps us out, and we can continue to bring you the love fest that is The Shining Wizards.
It's time for your weekly lineup of shows on the Shining Wizards Network. On Mondays, check out the latest from Gorilla Brain, featuring the year of Duke and Rogue, covering the history of wrestling year by year. Also from Gorilla Brain is the Tots Pod with Handsome Kevin and Loverboy Al, telling people to get off the lawn and reviewing wrestling figures. Also on Mondays, get your horror fix with 30 Screams or Less featuring Steve and Corey, where they review a horror film in 30 minutes or less. Monday nights live, it's The Shining Wizards, where it's wrestling talk and talk about wrestling. Wednesday nights, it's the Mark Order Podcast, covering everything AEW with Ant Money, Kate the Great, Ryan Schlong, and Asian Joe. Get your metal fix on Fridays with Snowy and Aaron on Radioactive Metal, the longest running metal podcast on the planet. Saturdays, it's High Five Tom and Will Mercier on ROH Revelry, covering the history of Ring of Honor. On Sundays, it's Inconclusive Breakdown with Justin and Vince, covering the week in pop culture, politics, and more. The Shining Wizards Network also features other great shows, including Bread Club, where Kieran and Matt cover everything New Japan Pro Wrestling. The Brocast, where brothers Alan and Tom watch some of the greatest and not so great matches in wrestling. Turnbuckle Throwbacks, where the Impact Playa Phil Rhea discusses current wrestling while paying homage to the past. And Wrestling Night in Canada, where Snowy, Matt, and Dustin put a north of the border perspective on the world of wrestling. Enjoy all the great shows on the Shining Wizards Network. Entertainment, here.
Happy birthday, handsome Kevin.
Happy birthday, handsome Kevin.
You are so sexy.
You are so sexy. Mwah.
Sorry, bro. I had to put that on again because I don't know how many times we're going to be able to use that until next year. You know what I'm saying?
I love it.
It's amazing.
You are so sexy.
What happened?
Kevin and I were just enjoying the beautiful Eastern European girls wishing him a happy birthday and calling him sexy.
You are so sexy.
I had to do a shirt change because I pissed all over me.
Oh, of course you did.
I was trying to text Handsome Kevin while I was taking a piss
Why?
because I wanted to let him to tell the kid like he was awesome and it was a lot of fun.
You had to do that while you were taking a piss?
Well, yeah, because we were on break and I just, I wanted him to get the message out. And my shirt,
You fucking animal.
I had pulled my shirt up to pee, but then it went down.
That's a multitasker, and that's the greatest.
That's
So-
fucking amazing.
So I was pissing, and then I went to no hands because I was texting, and then I felt myself peeing on myself. And I
So
was
wait,
like,
Matt,
what
when
the
you went
fuck?
to no hands, was the shirt tucked under your chin?
Yeah, it was pulled up, and then I guess I picked my head up a little, and the shirt, I've never worn it before, it's a new shirt, went right down, and then I was blasting piss all over the place. So I had to throw the shirt in the washing machine, clean up the piss, and then soap down my legs.
oh,
and
God.
Yeah, it was a fucking disaster. So that's why I was shirtless when I came back.
Sorry sorry I missed that.
Holy fuck.
And I put on this cool cat shirt.
That's a cool shirt.
Cats in Space. Holy fuck. I wasn't going to tell you guys, but I came back and the screen was open and, well, here we are.
That's where we are now, boys.
Whew.
That's where we are. That's a hell of
God
a
damn.
That's a hell of an intermission.
Well, yeah. Well, I just want to, like, we had fun with the kid, so I just wanted him to know, like, he was awesome.
Yeah.
He was cool. Very cool.
Good.
You know, it's hard. I know I bust his balls about social media. It's hard because I don't know. There's no paper trail, right? If you're not in the fucking car with him or in South Dakota, like, it was hard. I kind of pieced things together through social media, but, we made the best of it, right?
It was fun.
It's Matthew Birch. The episode started with everyone worried that Tony was going to shit himself, but instead Matt was
Yep. Funny how the tides turned on that one.
Literally.
The turn has tied.
Hope your dog's doing well, MB.
Oh, yeah. His dog had a cyst removed, right?
Yeah.
It's rough. The animals are rough with us this week. But he's doing. I saw today the dog is better and he's home and he's got another treatment, but we should be in the clear. So that's a plus.
Good. Yeah.
Now, not a plus, Handsome Kevin, you said Ric Flair and AEW.
Yeah.
I think the panel, Tony's going jalapeno, whatever that is.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can survive this longer than you guys fight about Ric Flair.
We're not going to fight. I just don't think Handsome Kevin got the opportunity to say his piece.
Go ahead, Tony.
This is not spicy, but it tastes like dog shit.
What did you expect?
Suck it down, man.
No, it's horrible. It's not even like, I can't take it. It's like, it's fucking gross.
Slurp it.
Oh,
You're doing fine, man. You got it.
go ahead. Oh, come on.
No, you got it.
Mm-hmm.
Jalapeno.
Yeah. Jalapeno. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we had kind of gone back and forth in text about the Ric Flair signing, but Handsome Kevin, the floor is yours. Thoughts, prayers, give it to us.
I'm fucking pumped. All right.
Are you?
Yes. Yes, I am. For a couple of reasons. One, I'm a Ric Flair fan. I find him unbelievably entertaining. So him showing up on AEW at least gets me a little excited to watch AEW, which is something it has not done in quite a while now. Right? I have been severely disappointed in their programming. Every time I see Ric Flair, I get a kick out of him. I enjoy his work, whether it's in ring. I don't need it to be in ring anymore, but even on the mic, I just enjoy his work. He can go wherever he wants this. I know he fell asleep during his last match. I don't give a fuck that he fell asleep. All right,
Fell asleep.
Don't give a
passed
fuck.
out.
Don't give a fuck. And the thing I love even more about it is watching all these people fucking rage over it. Just fucking pissed off across the internet that their company signed Ric Flair. If you're that upset, guess what? Here's the remote. Change the fucking channel.
Yeah, fuck off.
I am pumped. I don't know what capacity he's going to be there in. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me.
That's the $1 million question. Like, there's a place, despite whatever Ric Flair's gone through, there's a place for Ric Flair in pro wrestling.
Always.
WWE, AEW, Impact, TNA, whatever.
Yep.
You know, he should be somewhere.
Always.
But I don't want him on my TV. Like what? Like, I don't know what his role is going to be. Like, is he going to be with Andrade? Is he going to be like Andrade's already got enough people like hanging around him anyway? Like, what is he going to be? Like, where is he going to fit in? Now, if you want to use him like WWE does with these kind of guys, like ambassadors, or like coming out and cutting a promo, introducing somebody that you want to try to give the quote unquote rub to, something of that capacity. But he can't walk out to the ring every week like a Jake the Snake or he can't do that, man. Like I get nervous seeing him like at the end of that promo, like running to the ropes and taking his jacket. That still makes me nervous. So like,
oh, I love it. I fucking love it, man. And again, like I said, AEW programming has been flat to me for quite a while. I continue to watch it. It's just been flat to me. At least Ric Flair provides some entertainment.
So
He
Matt,
provides me some entertainment, man. Woo!
so Matt, that's obviously from your personal fan perspective, but like I still like seeing Sting. I still like seeing Edge. I still like seeing Christian. Like, so I get it. I get where you're coming from. But Matt, what will his role be? Like, if you had to predict, what, like, you don't, your face says it all.
It doesn't. Nelly, you got to go, Nelly. I know, like,
You and me, Flair and Sting, one more time. Woo!
With the
Like,
job!
I know he was on a podcast with Gabby from Busted Open, or she used to be on Busted Open, and it's like, oh, you and MJF like sparring in the ring, like a verbal sparring. Nelly, stop!
Hey,
Um,
be nice to that cat.
she needs to fucking relax right now.
She
all right?
loves you, bro.
I know she loves me, and I love her, but she doesn't need to fucking be up here right now.
She wants to play with the cats on your shirt.
Maybe it was a mistake for me to put the cat shirt on.
Piss the other shirt.
Was that the
I don't,
first
but I
shirt
don't
you
want
saw?
to. I don't give like. You have all these. There's so many fucking talented people that AEW should be building their company around,
You would
and they
think.
just keep doing like. I don't give a fuck about Ric Flair. I don't want him on my TV. I don't see a role for him. I don't give a fuck about the Big Show. Are you
Well,
fucking serious?
Maybe they all just looking for friends, man.
I
Maybe
don't
Ric Flair
care.
needs a friend.
It's fucking stupid. It's
all
so
friends
fucking
wrestling,
stupid.
bro.
They bring back Lance Archer. He's presented
He
as a
needs a
monster, but now he's
friend.
getting fucking beat by Darby Allin. I just don't fucking get it.
Darby won for his friend Sting.
I don't fucking get it. I don't know what role Ric Flair has in AEW. He got paid Tony Khan's a mark. When Hulk Hogan shows up in 2024, this company will be closed by 2025. I don't know what he's trying to do, but it's not working.
I think your problem is not necessarily not your problem that didn't come, but I think your gripe.
I got a
is
lot of
more or
problems.
less-
Don't worry.
Oh yeah, is not necessarily with like the age and who these guys are. It's just the way that they're being presented and how it's lost on you.
It is
so
the
quick.
I don't want Ric Flair on my TV.
No, that's a different one. But like you said that I don't give a shit about Adam Copeland. Like I don't give a shit about.
I never said I didn't give a shit. I just feel like it's
was a
not
swing and a miss.
going the way they expected it to go.
Right. And I feel like Adam Copeland has a lot to do with that in terms of like he wants to work with Christian, and Christian is arguably like the best heel in 2023, to be honest with you. Like he's
Right, but
arguably
look,
up there.
but Adam Copeland has never left the WWE machine, right? Christian left. He went to TNA. He went back. Like Christian's been outside the machine. This is Adam Copeland's first. Like I just don't think it's working, and it has nothing to do with like is he a good worker? Can he? He's proven that. We know what Edge, Adam Copeland can do in the ring. This is just not. The moment's passed. That moment at Wrestle Dream is gone, and now, now, the Viagra's worn off, and you just have a flat dick, and nobody gives a shit.
Yes, it's worn off.
Paul Warndorf.
Paul Warndorf.
I wonder if it's so I don't know the solution to this, Matt, but I totally get your point. Like I don't have the same excitement of seeing Edge on AEW as I did since his debut. And it's I wonder if it's because it's the whole like I'm not gonna fight my friend thing. I'm like, dude, the guy told you to go fuck yourself and you're not gonna fight him?
Because
Like-
they're friends.
Like fucking fight him, bro. And then like now he's like a third wheel in this Darby Allin Sting thing against Christian Luchasaurus and Baby Wayne. And like it's what they want to do, but it's not hitting on the cylinders that they want. And I can't figure out why. Maybe it's just like the promos and I'm not gonna fight you, and it
doesn't make sense. That's why, Kev. It just doesn't make sense.
I guess you're right. But
That's what it is.
Because here's what I think, and Mark and Out's right. The creative has fallen short on this because Edge, when you think of Adam Copeland Edge, he's not a guy that comes in and he's on the same level as Darby Allin and Sting. It's fucking Edge.
Yeah.
This dude should be going after MJF. Yes, the story is there with Christian and Edge, excuse me, and we will get there, right? But like everything AEW does with a lot of their storytelling, they fucking drag it out. Look at every variation of whatever group Jericho is in charge of. They fucking beat that shit till it's fucking dried glue, not even regular glue.
And so this is... Sorry, go ahead.
So, like, I get it. Like, he had one match. He beat Luchasaurus. It was cool. It was Title Tuesday. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, the shine's off for me. Like, it's great. Him and Sting in the ring together, like, cool. But, like, I don't really give a shit about Sting, Edge, and Darby in six-man action. Like, people want Christian and Edge, and I know we have to get there somehow, but they could do a better job getting us there than what they're giving us.
Well, you can always just, hey, in 3 days, our world champion's going to wrestle Kenny Omega on TV with no build and no story. Because AEW doesn't have a middle ground. It's either it takes them forever or they just hotshot everything. When the Hardys got back together, when Jeff Hardy appeared, they hotshotted the Young Bucks on TV. Boom. And that was it. Nothing. No build. You're fucking giving away these major pay-per-view matches for no reason. And then everything else. I don't give a fuck who Adam fucking Cole is friends with. If he's in a fucking wheelchair.
No,
if
that's
fucking
genius.
Roddy's.
That's good stuff.
No, dude, it's done. It's over. It's just so. And in the meantime, MJF is a fucking tag champ. Nothing's happened with the belts. He's the world champ wrestling for a fucking diamond fucking ring. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Why is your world champion wrestling 3 times and then in the middle of all these stories with Roddy and Adam and fucking Juice and all the fucking Bang Bang gangs and all this shit, all of a sudden a fucking wild Kenny Omega appears and goes 3 days, bitch. And since when is a fucking title reign a streak, by the way? You're gonna beat my streak. What fucking streak? It's a reign! He's gonna beat the length of your reign. Fucking get it right if you're gonna do it. It's bad enough you're going to be stupid. Don't be fucking dumb and stupid. Seriously.
So Matt used a great phrase earlier where he said they drag it out. Whereas to me is the difference between AEW booking and WWE booking is AEW drags it out. WWE has patience. Like, they don't go nuts right away. And while AEW sometimes does, when they don't, it seems like it's just dragging and dragging and dragging. And I can't put a finger on why that is, but it's just the way that it comes across on TV. A, probably because the writing is so much more better on WWE. And I guess B is just like they can't decide whether or not they want to drag it out or pull the trigger right away. So it's mind-boggling. Listen, I still enjoy AEW. Like, I watch Collision, I watch Dynamite. And I enjoyed both shows. I enjoy the shows in the vacuum, but like long term, it's just very, very bizarre how AEW likes to do their stuff.
Did you like Commander beating the fucking AAA champion and the other fucking champion?
That was Rampage. I did not watch that.
And that's where you're losing me, right? I think Rampage is the best. Not Rampage. Jesus Christ! You could tell I've already had 2 drinks. I think Collision is the best of the 3 shows. In terms of what the wrestling, right? Rampage is complete and utter dog shit.
There's no stories.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
That's the problem. I don't give a fuck about Penta Air, Zero, Miedo, El Hijo del Vikingo, and Command. It's a fucking spot fest. It does nothing for me. You've seen one of their matches, you've seen them all. And you go back to MJF when he was chasing Moxley, and people, Vikingo, number 6 in the world. Nobody could tell you a fucking Vikingo match if their life depended on it.
Nope, but Sockface will fucking tell you all of his allocades every fucking chance he gets.
It's easy to memorize some of his allocades, but they're just spot fest. They're not good. The stuff with Orange Cassidy is great. The fact that they had to pivot from Moxley when he got fucked up and go to Phoenix, and now like this Orange Cassidy, John Moxley stuff, it's a good story. The Swerve Adam Page stuff, like when the fucking Elite won the 6-man titles, I was like, what are we fucking doing here? Because ROH is still on the ropes, but to get him back on the Mogul Embassy as part of the story, I'm not mad about that.
Here's what they don't. Another thing they don't do a great job of doing. Telling you why so many like take the Blackpool Combat Club and the House of Black. Like, why is the Blackpool Combat Club fighting these guys? Why is the Blackpool Combat Club fighting these guys? Like, they intertwine so many stuff without giving you a reason. Like, why is the Blackpool Combat Club trying to go down and help FTR? Because they hate, the House of Black? Is that good enough reason to, like, get involved in something when, like when you don't have any, like, skin in the game with FTR and in Grenobles de Japón or whatever they are, LFI? Right? LFI, yeah. So like they put people in different, like MJF, right? MJF, he's the world champion, so that's acceptable because he has everyone coming at him. Wardlow, all these guys coming at him from different angles. But why like Blackpool Combat Club is now feuding with all these different people at the same time is very confusing. And I don't know why. Kevin, you look like you have a retort to that, bud.
No, I was just... You're talking about questioning things that they're doing, and two things popped into my head just right away. One is the placements of their cameras inside Hangman Adam Page's house fucking drives me fucking nuts. With the whole like Swerve coming in and stuff like that, and then all of a sudden they cut to a camera that's over the fucking crib and all that. They should have had Prince Nana Boo Boo fucking recording him because that shit drives me fucking nuts, right? Oh, clip to the camera in the kitchen. No, he's gonna have fucking cameras all over his goddamn house that you got fucking live feeds into, you assholes. Drives me nuts. Second thing. I just fucking the goddamn little fucking movies that they're putting together for Adam Cole and goddamn Roddy. Adam, and they're fucking slow-mo putting on fucking peanut butter. Go fuck yourselves.
I think, but that's yourselves. That's all. Like, I think this is if Adam Cole doesn't break his ankle at Grand Slam, like I think that is what the story is going into full gear. Like, I don't think it's as ridiculous, but. Yeah. Adam Cole's on the shelf and he's in a high-profile feud story, whatever you want to call it. Like, you have to put that out there because if you take him, and I think it's more for Roddy and the Kingdom. If you take the Kingdom and Roddy off TV at this point, like they're going to come back and nobody's going to give a shit.
I'm fine with them being on TV. Why are you giving me a fucking 80s movie montage of them making a goddamn sandwich?
It's hysterical.
It fucking drives me nuts. It drives me fucking nuts.
Because every time, I think the main thing is like, at the end, he's like, Adam Cole, I think at the end of a Matt, correct me if I'm wrong on this, he's like, I got to go see Max. I got to go call Max. Or I got to do something like that where it's just like he's
You can do that without the fucking 80s movie montage. God damn it.
So you're building that up to where like he's best friends with these guys, but then he has to leave because he has to go get in contact with his real best friend.
Right, in slow motion, making a sandwich.
Oh, dude, come on, it's wrestling. Like,
it's no.
I'd also, and I know I've harped about this for a while. They need to stop with the cross. If you're a Ring of Honor guy, stay in fucking Ring of Honor. If you're a Ring of Honor champion and you're going to defend against Ring of Honor talent, that's fine. But I don't give a fuck about. You have Mark Briscoe coming back. That's great.
That was awesome.
Is Mark Briscoe a Ring of Honor guy or is he an AEW guy? I know fucking Naturally Limitless is fucking horseshit. The Workhorsemen, I know they're Ring of Honor. I don't know what Kip Sabian is because Kip had all the momentum in the world when he was Boxhead, and then they put him in one match with Orange Cassidy where they tore the house down, and now he's back to doing this. He gets a huge fucking pop when he's on Ring of Honor TV. Why can't that dude be on Ring of Honor? Like, is Joe just going to plow through fucking Keith Lee on Wednesday?
I think it'll be a very good
I hope
match.
so.
I think it'll be entertaining as shit.
Like, we're a month out from Final Battle. Is Eddie and Mark Briscoe going to be the main event?
So I don't watch Ring of Honor enough to know what's going on, but if that is, I wouldn't hate it. Mark Briscoe,
I wouldn't hate it either, but if Mark Briscoe is Ring of Honor, put him on fucking Ring of Honor TV, right?
Yep.
Like, you read the Ring of Honor results, Kevin. Like, it's Christopher Daniels and Matt Sydal are doing jobs on Ring of Honor. They're doing jobs on Collision. They're doing jobs on Rampage.
Right.
Why?
They didn't even get a fucking entrance the other night.
why
that's
am
not
I
uncommon.
gonna watch Ring of Honor if I see these guys losing every fucking week on TV?
Yep.
That's a great point.
Red Titus is a fucking star. He's doing the Job Squad too now.
You know who's a fucking star? Dalton Castle's a fucking star.
He's in the Job Squad too now.
It's fucking disgusting. He's a goddamn stud, and he's as charismatic as anybody on the fucking roster.
Now let me ask you: was he always a heel? Because he did that thing with the Acclaimed on Collision where he threw the trophy down. I thought he was a babyface there for them.
No, he's been going through a transition on Ring of Honor, but that's another problem.
Yeah,
people who watch AEW, right? Not everybody watches Ring of Honor. Not everybody has fucking $10 a month to throw away at Honor Club. So like you're missing it all.
You're an asshole.
If you're just leave the fucking Ring of Honor guys at Ring of Honor and leave the AEW guys at AEW. Stop signing fucking old decrepit fucking wrestlers.
And take the fucking tag belts off of MJF already.
Please. Like, look, I'm
It doesn't matter at this point, Tony.
Jake, Lance Archer, and the Righteous, I'm in. I know they're gonna just get beat by Edge, Darby, and Sting.
Yeah. And Orange Cassidy.
So
Gotta throw him in there.
I always still try to think like in the back of my head, and I'm pretty sure I've said this on the show before, where I still feel like they want to shop Ring of Honor around for some sort of TV deal, some sort of monetizing of Ring of Honor other than, watchroh.com. So the more that they have them crossing over for now, the better. If they wind up sometime down the road, I don't see it happening anytime soon, but if somewhere down the road they do find a home for an actual Ring of Honor show, I do think that we will see an absolute split. And Tony, I see you shaking your head, and I agree with you that it's a long shot, but I mean, if you keep the Ring of Honor name relevant on AEW, maybe the more likely you'll have someone to buy it to put it somewhere else.
Tony Khan just needs to fucking cut bait and sell Ring of Honor. Either sell it or fold it. It's fucking done, dude. It's done.
Sell to WWE. Sell the library to WWE.
Yeah, but and then just shut it down.
That's what he's holding on to the lot. That's.
But look, it's stupid. He's not doing anything, and he's not doing the fucking company any favors. He's really not.
I agree. I scream from the mountaintops. I've been watching Ring of Honor for the last month and a half. There's a couple stories, but at the end of the day, like, there is nothing about this. You know what the best thing about Ring of Honor TV is? Is Athena.
Wrong.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, another great thing is.
Wrong. What?
To the castle.
People could spend their $10 better by subscribing to the Shining Wizards Patreon instead of Ring of Honor.
There you go.
And I want to shout out, we've gotten a couple new Patreon subscribers while we're doing this show.
Hell yeah, we have.
So fucking props to you guys. Again, if you subscribe to Patreon this week, I will send you out a care package full of wrestling goodies. So any level, $1, $3, $5, $10, doesn't matter. You're getting goodies from us. The problem is, there's nothing. Dalton Castle isn't featured on Ring of Honor every week. Athena is there every fucking week. That's
exactly the problem. He's not featured, and he fucking should be.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
I don't give a flying fuck about a four-way between Angelico, Gringo Loco, Metalik, and Slim J. Even if Angelico is next in line to wrestle Eddie Kingston, because that's the story they're telling there. I don't give a fuck. Action Andrade beats Lee Johnson and Nick Camarado in a three-way. How about I stick my dick in a blender?
Yep.
Like, that's how I feel. This show is fucking so long and unnecessary.
And so if Dalton Castle's not even featured on Ring of Honor every week, how are we even remotely supposed to take him seriously on Collision?
It's fucking gross. It's so... it's so gross. It's frustrating, right? Final battle's coming up in a month, right? So we'll be at the point where it's been almost a full year.
Oh, wow.
Right? Almost a full year. Ring of Honor TV is in, what, March they started showing Ring of Honor TV?
Feels like longer, probably because the shows are longer.
Right? Because, well, back to what you were saying. They were featuring Ring of Honor titles on their weekly shows to try and keep the name relevant. And now that we thought the transition was going to be into keeping it relevant until we have a place to put this. And then you put it behind a paywall, but there's nothing worth fucking paying.
No, the stories that you laid out, like the Angelico, Eddie Kingston, like you mentioned this before, I think, Matt, that like the Young Bucks and Adam Page are the Ring of Honor trios champions.
They
and
were
never on an episode of Ring of
No,
Honor.
they were never on an episode of Ring of Honor. It was just another plot, another point in the Adam Page Shane Strickland story.
Right.
Why couldn't you put the title on Dalton Castle and the boys and let them wrestle fucking Nick Camarado and whatever other hand jobs they're gonna put with them?
To the
Oh, man.
castle.
No, bro, you got to put it on fucking Buckshot and the fucking Buckaroos.
Right? Like the story's there. You have fucking Shane Taylor. Shane Taylor's a
Buckshot.
star. Shane Taylor's a star. Jay Lethal ain't. Stop with the Jay Lethal, Jeff Jarrett shit. I get it. Like, Jay Lethal should be a main focal point in Ring of Honor.
Yep.
Right.
Right? He's run his course in fucking AEW. Jay Lethal, Dalton Castle, Shane Taylor, guys who are synonymous with Ring of Honor. I would feel better if Eddie Kingston beats Jay Lethal, Dalton Castle, Shane Taylor. You want to make me give a fuck about his Ring of Honor World Championship run? Do that. It's great that it's on like a New Japan show and he's beating fucking Suzuki, Kojima, whatever other Japanese superstar that's fucking 55 years old you want to throw at him. Go nuts, because I know Eddie Kingston's a huge fan of Japanese wrestling. But at the end of the day, he's the Ring of Honor World Champion. I don't give a shit about what he does in New Japan.
Right. And I feel like you can have those guys there and not at the expense of bringing in new talent that may have never been in Ring of Honor. Like, you could do that. Like, you could have the old guard and the new guard there at the same time. Like, you could have guys like Tony Nese and like, I mean, I know Josh Woods was there, but you could have that.
Right. But if you're like, you're cutting off your nose to spite your face. If Josh Woods is on Ring of Honor and he's in a main story and he's winning, and then he shows up on Rampage and he loses to fucking Darby Allin, then I don't give a shit. Why am I watching Ring of Honor?
100%.
Just like, why am I watching Crown Jewel? I went 7-1. Kevin went 7-1. Everyone else went 8-0. It was pretty fucking predictable.
Woo!
Yeah, that's how those pay-per-views go.
Wait, who swept?
Who swept? Handsome Kevin, Tony, and Brundon all went 8-0.
And Matt, so you were the other one that picked. Everyone picked Solo?
No, I picked John Cena.
Oh, and then I picked
He
Bianca.
picked Bianca.
Yeah.
The show was good. I'll leave it at that. It was good.
Crown Jewel?
Yes.
It was awesome.
It was not awesome.
It was pretty damn good, man.
The last 3 matches, every end of the match, it was like a fucking House of Torture match. Can we get more people to fucking do a run-in in every single fucking match?
Wait, Handsome Kevin, you're only 1 game back from Matt?
Oh, yeah, I fucking tanked on fucking NWA Samhain.
Samhain.
I went fucking 6-8. I took the biggest dump in my pants, and I
don't
pissed
like
all
picking
over
those
myself.
fucking pay-per-views, man. There's no rhyme or reason to any of the fucking results on them.
I think you guys did pretty well. Let me see, because we didn't go over the picks last week for NWA Samhain.
I think I was probably 1 back from Kevin because Kevin took the lead and then I came back and we're tied up again.
NWA Samhain. Tony went 8-6. KJG 9-5. I went 6-8. Brundon 9-5. HK 8-6. That was Samhain.
Samhain.
Yeah. It was a good show. Look, I think Seth and Drew was the best match on the show.
I think Logan Paul Rey Mysterio was the best match on the show.
Here's my problem with that, right? The least you give the fucking entourage guy a name. It's just some fucking dude. Like, he's just a dude, and then he comes out with the fucking brass knucks. Like, make him somebody. He's just a
but if he's not gonna be on TV every week and he's only gonna do this, maybe he'll just be the goof, like the goon.
Right, but make him like a big fuck goon number 1. I don't care what you fucking call him.
You're talking about Logan Paul's guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said on the broadcast they said what his name was and said he is just one of his fucking lackeys.
So who
I think
was
that's
it?
fine.
Do we know?
I have no idea who it actually is.
I don't have an issue with that because it's not the first time that he's done it. So like you recognize if you watched the last time that he wrestled in this environment, you recognize who he was because it's the same guy.
It was I think it was an enjoyable show. I do think that Drew and Seth was probably the best match on
100%.
the card. I liked Roman and LA Knight. I think that they were probably testing the waters with LA Knight in that main event role, and I think that he delivered. It was obviously the run-ins was aggravating. Love seeing Kerry Sane back. Oh yeah, and then what was the other fucking Solo and Cena? So I got exactly what I expected from that match, except for the spike after spike after spike, and I fucking laughed my ass off every time he hit one. It was fucking beautiful. It was an enjoyable show. I don't think it wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't amazing, but it was enjoyable and it was easy to digest.
Yeah, it was 100% easy to watch. 100% gave you no real disappointments, I don't think, at all. Even like the 5-man woman match. The 5-man woman match was incredible. The finish to that match was really, really fun.
The only thing that go ahead, Double T.
I say one thing, and you'll never watch another fucking 5-way match or 4-way match the same way again. Every single one, Tower of Doom spot, and everybody hits their finisher on the end without it never strays. It's always the fucking same.
But WWE's always done that in the multi-man matches. Like it goes finish after finish after finish after finish, and everybody just sets it up.
But now the Tower of Doom thing is a new thing. I know they did it last month at whatever Backlash.
They do it every time there's like 4+ people in a match.
Oh, stop. You don't have to do the same shit every fucking time.
Or like they all line up and they all get the fucking suplex all next to each other.
But if it's not the same people doing it, then like.
But it's the same spot in every 5-way match. If I could bet on it, I would probably have to put $1,000 down to win $1.
But if you have a different producer, and different talent in every match, it's communication more than ever.
They do it the same Tower of Doom spot in every match.
Yeah, but you're not like
Buckshot.
I'll tell you what. Here's what bothered me.
Oh boy.
Is that it was just match after match after match of interference. Solo Sikoa, John Cena, interference. Logan Paul, Mysterio, interference. Io Sky, Bianca Belair, interference. Cody Rhodes, Damian Priest, interference. LA Knight, Roman Reigns, interference. Back to back to back. It was like, can I just get a fucking clean finish somewhere?
The Money in the Bank cash in interference.
So I hear what you're saying, but to me, like all of these matches had stories that lent themselves to interference. Like if you watch a WWE product on a weekly basis, you kind of understand it and get why it happened. And this isn't WrestleMania. This isn't, SummerSlam. This isn't Royal Rumble. This is, a quarterly big event. Don't get me wrong, but a quarterly event in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. So you didn't have I get it. I get it for Roman, right? I get it for Roman because you want to make LA Knight look like he's on the level of Roman Reigns. So they need to disengage LA Knight from the possibility of winning. And I get it for Solo Sikoa and John Cena because it's fucking John Cena. Right, but Cody, Damian Priest, let it go. The fucking women's championship match, I thought I was watching a House of Torture match. I was waiting for Dick to go with the Garrett. I was so you gotta be. I was out. I
mean, that's fair, but I just feel like knowing. I mean, the Kairi Sane thing was a surprise, so there's really no rhyme or reason for that, I guess, based on my argument of watching the show week after week. But now we're going to see a divide in Damage Control with Io.
But they've been toying with that divide between Io Sky and Bayley for months.
Correct. But now I think we're going to get it now because now Io is going to finally break out and be the star with Io as her, or with Kairi as her second. And now we're going to get some killer banger tag team matches with Bayley and Dakota versus Io and Kairi Sane. She's no longer a pirate yet, as far as we know.
I love the pirate. So to your point, Matt, I'm generally with you. Don't give me running after running after running. I like the clean finish. And while watching this, when I think it was the second or third run in that they did, I mean, I even said what the fuck. Now, to me, the interesting thing is that looking back on it, I remember enjoying watching the card. And it wasn't until you just said run-in after run-in that triggered oh shit, they did way too much of that. Just way too much of that extra bullshit. So I'm fucking pumped that, you know what I mean? Like, I enjoyed the card, but you're absolutely right. Too much bullshit.
So let me ask you this. Are you guys still looking at these premium? And I see that banner right there. But real quick, do you guys still see these as pay-per-views, or do you still see them as glorified television shows, like shows like this? Because it depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as paying $40 and getting run-in after run-in after run-in, then yes, I can probably justify that. But to me, this is a glorified house show and a glorified, like, major event. So, like, I don't put that much stock into it.
I will ask this.
It's a PLE.
I was going to ask, if you don't have Peacock, do you still have to pay to see the Crown Jewel?
Oh yeah. It's like $50.
I threw up the breaking news banner just so you guys, clear your schedules for Wednesday night, guys. Just announced on X, Sting and Darby Allin take on the Outrunners.
Who? Who's the
Yeah, exactly. It'll be probably the first and last time Sting ever wrestled in Oregon. So, if you were just curious as to the way Tony Khan books his promotion,
who the fuck are the Outrunners?
I think the Outrunners aren't they
Beverly Brothers?
They're based out of like Virginia or something like that on the East Coast, aren't they?
I know they've been featured in the NWA, and they were on Ring of Honor for a hot minute.
Picture the Beverly Brothers with sunglasses.
They're actually a super entertaining tag team. But, again, this is just books, so Sting could check off the Oregon in his Places I Have Wrestled book. So tune in. That was the huge announcement. I'm sorry, I should have put a huge announcement banner up. I didn't mean to break into the WWE conversation, but I felt like it was necessary to.
I agree.
Bring that to the forefront. But yeah, the run-in after run-in, and yeah, do I look at it as a house show? Or they did the whole Miz Grayson Waller, like with the Saudi guy, like that was just for the Saudi crowd.
Right. I think a lot of it was for the Saudi crowd.
Look, it's if it's presented to me as a PLE, then I'm going to treat it as a PLE. And obviously, there's other PLEs that we take more seriously: WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Survivor Series. Those we find more important than the crown jewel. But let's not forget the fact that we've seen Goldberg win the heavyweight championship at Crown Jewel. Like, there's been huge moments. But I don't know. It's just kind of to like and I hate the House of Torture. So when I've noticed like stupid, goofy shit like that when it's like back to back interference.
Yep.
I just think this is a unique scenario where like the stories in amongst themselves lended it to the run-ins. I know if you're watching it like in amongst itself as a show, then yeah, you probably wouldn't be a fan. But I just feel like it all made sense.
Right, but the results you got, you could have like. I don't think anyone would have been upset if Cody beat Damian Priest without any interference from Finn and JD, right?
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah, I'm right
you know
with
what I'm
you.
saying?
Smell what you're cooking.
But it was a good show. Seth Rollins. I think we're gonna look back in a couple years at Seth Rollins' WWE career, and it's gonna be like, I think he's gonna be like the Sheamus. Like people are gonna be like, we never gave that guy enough fucking credit.
Yeah. I see
he puts on fucking great matches with everybody.
Yeah.
Like Sheamus is the same way. Like Sheamus is super underrated.
Yeah.
Am I talking out my butthole here?
No. You're not wrong.
I don't see the comparison between the two of them. I think Seth is head and shoulders above Sheamus. Yeah. I think you're right that Sheamus doesn't get the fair amount of credit.
Well, that's the comparison. That's the only comparison.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's not like I would compare them in the ring, although I'd love to see that when they were in their prime. I bet you it would be super entertaining.
Yeah.
They had a decent little run. And with the Shield and that whole thing with the Shield and Randy Orton, Sheamus, and Big Show at that Mania.
Yes, Big Show.
They did have Matt's favorite. I think I agree with you in terms of I think Seth Rollins is considered a little bit higher on the arc of Sheamus, but Sheamus has had a hell of a freaking career. Like
yes, 100%. You got anyone else want to talk Crown Jewel before we move on? I know we're going a little long.
We are. We've spent a lot of time with Uriah, babies and pacifiers.
Uriah Upton, great guest. If you don't know
Great
who he is, throw his name in the YouTube.
Send him
So-
legs.
NWA, big news. They're gonna be on the CW. We
Not
don't know
anymore.
in what shape or form they're gonna be, and we're gonna get the Billy Corgan's getting married story, the reality show. That's gonna be a completely separate entity.
Him and his fucking marriage. Who gives a
So-
shit?
Or NWA Sow, and it's supposed to be the
South
be all end all. Good pay per view. I enjoyed it. They did it right. The first match they did was that fucking 10-man Sal the Pal Gags the Gimp against, and it was fucking dog shit. And I was like, if this is the way this night's gonna go, I'm gonna regret buying this pay per view instantly. When it picked up from there were some moments. The table match was kind of painful. But the main event was great. The stuff with Cardona and Billy Corgan was awesome. The women shined. But in the middle of the fucking pay-per-view, they go to the desk. It's Joe Galley, it's Tim Storm, it's Danny Deals, and they cut away to this table in the back where it's fucking Father James Mitchell, Gags the Gimp, Sal the Pal, and all these fucking weird half-naked chicks. And they're fucking simulating that they're doing blow. There's a pile of cocaine on the table, and they're like, Sal the Pal's like, ah.
I don't know how I missed this.
Because it's just because there's no like we're gonna go to it. It's just like it shows the commentators and it shoots to this and no one says a word. And then it comes back to them and they're all fucking speechless. And I like tweeted like, "Are you like we're doing blow now at this pay per view?" And the story comes out a couple days ago. Like the CW was not happy with this. This was Billy Corgan's idea. Like
Good job, Dick.
And it was, I guess, there was a impression that nobody from the CW would be watching the pay per view. But then when this happened, people were like tweeting at the CW.
Oh,
of course
God.
they were.
People gotta fucking stop, bro.
No, dude, fuck that. Doing coke on a fucking pay-per-view? What is this?
It's a
XPW?
pay-per-view. It's not cable. It's not network. It's a pay-per-view.
You gotta have fucking limits and what you're gonna fucking put on a professional wrestling program. And doing cocaine on it is not a fucking...
out of your fucking balls.
I'm out of my balls? You want cocaine on AEW? Would you fucking lose your mind if you...
pay-per-view where you
whatever,
can,
dude, whatever. Don't talk to me like with a straight face that you're okay with people doing cocaine on a wrestling pay-per-view. That's fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, fucking Triple H had sex with a dead body. All right?
Yeah, it was fucking stupid, and he took a lot of shit for it.
That was on free TV. This was pay-per-view. You're spending your money to get it. It's not regulated by the FCC. It's not regulated by anything.
Doesn't mean I want to see it.
Doesn't mean you want to see it. But
I don't want to see wrestlers doing coke.
CW shouldn't have their freaking thumb up their butthole.
They weren't.
because of something
Let's
on a
be clear.
pay-per-view.
They weren't doing real cocaine. Just let's put that.
Oh
out
well, that makes it a world better.
I'm not saying that.
Let me take
I'm
it back.
just
Everything I
saying-
said.
I'm just saying it wasn't real cocaine. I'm kind of with. It was so out
so
of
bad
left
it
field.
was good.
No, it was just like there was a point early when Father James Mitchell had what was to be assumed a bottle of Jack Daniels. It was probably iced tea or fucked if I know. It could have been Jack Daniels. And they were like passing a bottle around because he was like the host of the night. But they only went to him like 2 or 3 times, so it wasn't like a big deal. But cocaine's it's illegal. I really don't know. I don't know what the
Matt.
It was so fucking weird.
Here's what it is, man. No, yes. The angle, whatever they showed, weird. Yes. The uproar, nothing burger. Absolute nothing burger. And this is a guy that's never done cocaine a day in his life. I don't give a fuck. Like,
but
what are you talking about, man? Like, so for a second of doing cocaine on the radio, cocaine's on the TV. Cocaine's been around since the 80s, man. It happens. It's been on TV before.
It's been maybe
Did we see the Junkyard Dog doing blow on fucking Saturday night's main event?
No, who cares? If you did, I wouldn't care. It was par for the course.
Look, I think.
Fuck off.
I
Not
think
you. Not you. Just the jet.
I think because it was so rare. It didn't fit anything that was happening. Yes, Sal and Gags had to go back to the Father James Mitchell, but this was like they were like, if we're going to do this, we're going to go fucking all the way. And it was like, you don't have to. And then clearly, like, the image of somebody doing cocaine on a wrestling show probably doesn't jive with whatever is on the CW.
All right.
And it only takes one person like me to tweet out, like, oh, wow, now we're doing blow, and somebody to retweet that, and somebody who has no fucking idea what's going on to take that and go, this is the company you just signed? Like,
it was your fault.
Matt killed the NWA.
I wasn't complaining about it. I was just kind of fucking shocked and surprised. But that's the world we live in. It just takes one person who has no association with the NWA or the wrestling business to see somebody tweet about it, and the GIF, the video was out there. It made its rounds.
Dude, if someone's shooting heroin or taking fentanyl or something like that, then we got a problem.
Cocaine's illegal though too, man.
So was weed in some states.
Yeah. You know what? He's gone, dude. Handsome Kevin, talk to me.
If somebody's doing fentanyl, that's the fucking line?
That's a hell of
You've lost your fucking head.
What are you out of your... Explain it to me right now, because I'm furious at you right now.
What? How do you go? Cocaine, okay. Fentanyl, bad.
You don't understand?
Please tell me Kevin's top 5 is drugs that he wants to see done on wrestling.
You understand? It takes like that much, that much fentanyl to kill somebody. That much. You get it on your skin, you die. You inject it, you lace anything with it, you die. Cocaine is like, it's bad. Yeah, it's illegal.
It's fun.
So was weed in some states still. Do you care about that? What if they were smoking weed in a state that wasn't legal in? Would you care about that?
Kevin, it's the fucking optics. And if the CW says we don't want a fucking company that's going to put out snorting cocaine on their show, then guess what? See you later, NWA. Nice showing you. But to fucking draw a line,
see you,
to draw
CW.
a line.
See you later,
cocaine
CW.
And plenty of people have died from fucking cocaine too, man.
Come on, stop. You're being ridiculous.
I'm being ridiculous?
No, I'm not saying that your facts or what you just said was ridiculous. I'm saying that fentanyl or it's a different argument now. You're saying that cocaine is worse than fentanyl and heroin.
No, I'm not. I'm saying neither one of them should fucking be there. And you're saying cocaine? All right, kids. Fentanyl. No.
It's a pay-per-view with a mostly adult audience who, if they haven't already done cocaine, they'll do it tomorrow anyway. So it's stupid. It's people like. Dude,
it's stupid for who? The CW signed up for the NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance. Nowhere in there did they think there was going to be a shot of performers doing cocaine.
Dude, WWE had a character that said, roll a fatty for this pimp daddy, and promoted weed, and they would come out of rooms with smoke completely like engulfing.
Yes, that was in 1999. You could also tell people to suck it.
Right. Well, it's 2020. It's 2023. It's kind of the same deal now.
No,
man.
it's not. Homeboy told somebody did the DX crotch chop in hoops, and he got fucking fined.
Weed is legal now. Cocaine is less frowned upon as opposed to.
No, it's not.
I think cocaine's fucking frowned upon just as much as it's ever been.
I don't think so. I think you guys are nuts. You guys haven't worked in the bar industry. Matt, you probably know.
We're not putting bars on TV. This is the National Wrestling Alliance.
Putting bricks on TV.
Oh, boy.
It's really, I think the story in a nutshell, whatever they did, whatever they tried to do, I don't know. Matt, what were they trying to get across by doing
I don't know.
All right.
That's the problem, Kevin. There was no explanation. It was a shot to James. It was there's James Mitchell and his crew, and they're simulating doing cocaine. There was no rhyme or reason to it. Sal and Gags lost. They had to go back into the faction with James Mitchell and Judas and the lady who has the TV title. I can't think of her. Max the Impaler. And for some strange reason, they decided they were going to do cocaine in the middle of a wrestling venue during a pay-per-view, or simulate that they were going to do cocaine. And Billy Corgan was like, "This is a great idea. Nobody from the CW is watching. Nobody's going to order this pay-per-view, and nobody's ever going to hear about it." Well, guess what, buddy? You done fucked yourself. Because guess what? The CW probably doesn't want that now.
Nah, that's their loss.
They don't.
CWs are stupid.
Is it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Well, you're not going to pay the NWA for fucking cocaine snorting dudes.
It's fake. There's probably shows that CW airs where people are doing coke all the time.
Yeah, but guess what? Wrestling is fake too, but kids are fucking killing each other trying the moves, and then we had to get the disclaimer on every single pay-per-view.
I seem to remember a very special episode of the Gilmore Girls where they were fucking snorting coke off of each other's fucking assholes.
Come on, how many fucking dramas have people with drug habits on them?
But they're dramas. There's like a story to it. There was nothing. It was
makes
like,
it better.
Here's the Shining Wizards. Let's see what's going on at this table. Oh, Rhiannon and her mother are doing cocaine. All right, back to the Shining Wizards.
On a very special Shining Wizards.
I'm going to talk about wrestling. I want to talk about wrestling. Let's talk about wrestling.
Where are my guns? Where are my guns?
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. Sting and Darby this Wednesday. Thanks, guys.
First time in Oregon. First time in Oregon. Holy shit.
I don't know.
Can we over the top 5 so I can go to bed?
I mean, the conversation got away from me, but I think the whole thing is a nothing burger.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
So that's interesting. Before we do the top 5, I just got to break. So I've been watching MLW.
More breaking news?
No, I've been watching MLW a lot.
Oh,
I've enjoyed it, but so they open up this show, right?
Big show?
Cocaine.
And they give you the preview for November 18th. All right? November 18th, the 2300 Arena, MLW Fightland.
If you want to go sit there for another 9 hours with sweaty fucking fatzos.
Let the man speak.
Mance Warner, Matt Cardona, loser leaves MLW.
Yeah, Mance Warner's going to win that for sure.
Right? No, because the next spot is a graphic to show you that in December, Matt Cardona is going to be challenging Alex Kane for the title.
You're out of order, MLW.
Is there? I can't.
But they're notorious for doing that shit,
but
dude.
It's so fucking frustrating. I get that you need to promote this next show in December, but goddamn, you're back-to-back graphics. You could have said Alex Kane is going to defend the title against somebody from the whatever the fuck they call the main event mafia or whatever stupid shit with that fat piece of shit fucking Master St. Laurent. Anyone from his crew, fucking Mike Knox or Matt Cardona. No, you had to go Alex Kane against Matt Cardona. Well, why the fuck am I going to pay money to go to fucking Philadelphia and watch Mance Warner and Matt Cardona and a loser leaves the MLW? How are you going to explain Matt Cardona still in the MLW in December challenging Alex Kane? What the fuck are you doing, Court Bauer?
Unless he wins.
Yeah, which means Mance is leaving, so there's no point in me going to see the fucking match if I know the outcome.
Fair.
Yeah.
It's like starting a movie with the finish.
Sometimes movies do that, and they go, "Hi, I'm Jim. You probably want to know how I got here."
Kevin, there was an episode of Seinfeld where they started at the end.
Oh, yeah.
It completely took me out of the whole fucking show. The whole show, I didn't give a...
Let's go back to when I was 5 years old.
I didn't give a fuck about anything else they were doing because I was so hot about the fact that they just gave away a match.
Yeah, they do that all the time.
And there's not one fucking pea-brain at fucking MLW who says, "Hey, boss, maybe we don't advertise this week."
Hey, boss.
hey, boss.
Fuck me running, man.
Fuck me running sideways down the street.
Fucking St. Laurent and fucking Matt Cardona and
well, at least the
Mike
fucking
Knox.
Mexican midget isn't there anymore. So
Tom Lawler's in fucking St. Laurent's fucking...
Well, now they got the fucking Daisy Dukes midget back.
So fucking annoyed. That's all. It just annoyed me. Took me out of the whole show. Didn't care. Power Struggle was great. If you're an NJ New Japan Pro Wrestling fan, check out Power Struggle. Will Ospreay show to Umino was fantastic. John Moxley cut Great Okan's fucking ponytail off. Bryan Danielson's going to wrestle Okada at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, if he's not hurt.
He's fucking bro. They shot the video. He was supposed to fly to Japan and confront him face to face.
Yeah, and then he
So-
could have fucking pulled a fucking a blood
Chris
clot.
Candido.
Yeah, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, but they didn't. So Hiromu's wrestling El Desperado at Wrestle Kingdom 18. Obviously, Sonata Naito. It's really starting to shape. Three-way dance for the U. They're making a new title. The U.S. UK title was destroyed by David Finlay at the end of Power Struggle. So people think they're going to reintroduce the Intercontinental Championship, and it's Ospreay versus Moxley versus Finlay.
Oh boy, Moxley, wonderful. Sign me up.
Yeah. So Matt, I found it really funny when I watched TNA Turning Point, and they introduced Will Ospreay had changed it from the U.S. title to the UK title. I didn't notice. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, after he beat Omega for it, and then he said this title's never defended in the U.S. anyway. I'm going to make it the UK title because I'm the champion.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But we're on the road to Wrestle Kingdom 18, so that takes place in January, so I'm excited about that. And if you want to hear me wax poetic about New Japan Pro Wrestling, tune into the Bread Club. Me and Kieran will have a lot to talk about with this show and then the Lone Star show taking place this weekend.
Attaboy.
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we go to Kevin's Top 5?
I talk about how comfortable my bed's going to be in about 15 minutes.
How comfortable will it be?
Oh, it's amazing. I got one of them fucking like NASA cushion tops with the fucking adjustable beds, and it vibrates and it lights up and everything.
Multiple beds.
Fuck yeah. Going to bed is a fucking adventure in my house.
An adventure, you say?
Fuck yeah. But you know what a greater adventure is? Dare I say a great adventure?
Oh, do tell.
Alrighty then. Shining Wizards Matt, Shining Wizards HK, Shining Wizards Tony. It is now time, and of course, all of you listening on and watching on all of our social media platforms, it is time for Kevin's Top 5. And tonight is a good one, I think. It's going to be the top 5 managers of all time that have worked heel and babyface. So good guy, bad guy. They did both tremendous. And this is a top 5, and there could be a lot that you guys are going to mention that I may not have thought of because I didn't want to do. I just wanted to go off my brain. So like there could be a lot that you can mention. I'd be like, well, didn't think about it, or maybe I thought about it. But so here we go. Top 5 managers that did both heel and babyface managing.
Who wants to go first?
You can go first.
Jimmy Hart.
Matt, Tony, who is the bell? Ring the bell. Jimmy Hart is number 3 on the list because obviously we all know his history of who he managed as a heel, but his babyface managing obviously was with Hulk Hogan, and I'm pretty sure that's all he had as a babyface. But it was a pretty big deal. So Jimmy Hart comes in at number 3.
It's them working both sides of it. That's the tricky part of it. How about boy, he didn't do it much, but how about Slick?
I thought about Slick, but when you hear the rest of the list, you'll understand why he probably would have been like 6 or 7 or something like that.
I was gonna go really old school. Just I don't know if he would have been on your head though, so I'm gonna go with Jim Cornette.
So here's why. I don't remember Jim Cornette. Was this when he was with feuding with the 2 Midnight Expresses?
Yes.
Was he the babyface?
Yes.
Okay. So it wasn't a long enough pull for me to dial in on that. So he is not on the list. But I did think about him, Tony.
Okay. Fair enough.
Captain Lou Albano.
That was the
Matt.
guy. That's
2
the guy I
for
was going
2. Ring
for.
the bell. Captain Albano comes in at number 4. Obviously, monumental runs with the Wild Samoans and others, and of course his major babyface fun with Cyndi Lauper and that whole rock and wrestling situation. Captain Albano, number 4.
Ted DiBiase.
His run with the Steiners was not long enough, and it wasn't impactful enough. Thought about him, didn't make the cut.
Managers that did face and heel. Yeah, I don't think he was ever. Well, no. Shit.
Don't limit the scope, by the way.
What do you mean?
No, that's what I said.
Is it Brown?
Of course it is. Yeah, Downtown Petey Brown. Maybe, yeah, but I don't know if he was ever a face manager though. Oh, how about Baby Doll?
Oh no, there's no chance I'm taking a Baby Doll.
I'll stay in the ballpark though and go Sherry Martel.
Ring the bell, baby. Sherry Martel, number 2 on the list. So good on a roll with Shawn Michaels, DiBiase, Savage, and then the Marty Jannetty, the Tatanka stuff. And then I don't think she was a babyface in WCW, but Sherry Martel with the Marty Jannetty stuff with Shawn Michaels and the Tatanka, Luna, and even the Bam Bam with Luna on the other side. Yep, Sherry Martel is number 2. So you guys got 4, 3, and 2, and Matt has gotten them all.
You guys should have pissed
pissed
your shirt.
And Sherry Martel.
See, I always differentiate managers as being men and valets being women. I think that's where I was
that's
getting
fair.
caught
I
up,
probably could have specified that, but I just
Sexist fuck.
But
Yeah,
Matt
that's
didn't seem
me.
to have an issue with that.
That's what they call me. So in that same vein, I'm feeling like a Miss Elizabeth.
So thought about her, but she was never really a heel until she got to WCW, and that was just wonky. So no, Miss Elizabeth is not
She
on
had
the list.
Goldberg arrested.
That's actually a great point.
For
Like,
Horsemen, Miss Elizabeth. NWO, Miss Elizabeth.
Right, agreed. But I think all right, so she might be able to replace number 5, but definitely not number 1. I don't think.
There's so many managers I could think of that I don't think of them as.
I mean,
ever
there's no
being
limit on guests, so you
face.
can guess how many you want. The worst thing I
Huh.
can do is tell you you're wrong.
Do you want to be wrong?
There's got to be some other shitty '90s managers that I'm forgetting, or 2000s managers. No.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know if he was ever a face. This is tough.
Do it. Do it, Donk.
Number 1 is easy. Number 5 might be tough.
Number 1 is easy.
I'm going to run this fucking table. Let's go.
All right, you know what? Go for it. I got nothing right now.
Paul Heyman.
So, no.
Ooh.
Because I don't. What did he have? Like a run with CM Punk or something? Was he a babyface manager? Like when was he a babyface?
Yeah, when he did the run with Punk. And then.
Okay, so I thought about that, but
All right.
no.
Sonny?
Thought about it?
All right.
No.
Teddy Long.
Ooh, that's a great one. Did he? Oh, that's a great one. That's one that should be on the list. No, didn't think about him. Good guess. Great guess. He should be on there. Because especially when you hear number 5, I guess now. Because it's all right. So number 5 had a great run as a babyface manager. His heel manager role may not be as lauded, but it's still worth noting because of the brand that he was in.
I just had somebody and it's gone now. Fuck.
Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. Hold on.
Turn off
Just
the
give me a
comments,
second.
people. Don't
Just
comment.
Just give me a second. God damn it.
A boo.
Yeah, it was there and now it's gone.
Oh no.
not
Anyone else want
Cornette.
to chime in?
It's not
Do I want
Sonny.
more hints?
Yeah, no more hints. Anyone, if you have something, just yell it out, boys.
I think these guys are checked out.
Not Teddy
It's just
Long.
every manager I'm thinking of is always a heel.
Yeah.
JJ Dillon's not on the list, is he?
He's not on the list because I don't think he ever managed.
Yeah, I was thinking him too. I was thinking Mr. Fuji as well, but I don't think
Yeah.
Fuji was ever a
No.
face.
What about Paul Ellering?
Ring the bell, Tony.
Number 5.
Number 5, Paul Ellering, obviously the longtime manager of the Road Warriors, the Legion of Doom, and then his run in NXT with the Authors of Pain. Put him on my list, probably because I just thought of him. So maybe there's no real merit to him being number 5 compared to the names we mentioned, but he is number 5. God bless.
you. Huh. How about like a Beulah or a Francine?
Nah, no ECW.
What about Paul Bearer?
Ring the bell. That is number one.
Fucking A, dude.
Paul Bearer, starting off as a heel with The Undertaker, becoming a great babyface mouthpiece for The Undertaker, and then the stuff with Mankind and Kane, incredible. So yes, Paul Bearer is number one. So your top 5 managers, in my opinion, that have worked both heel and babyface, and we'll include valets in this. Paul Ellering, number 5. Number 4, Captain Lou Albano. Number 3, Jimmy Hart. Number 2, Sherry Martel. And number 1, Paul Bearer.
Mark it out says run with Punk was heel. No.
It's possible. I don't
But I
remember
felt like
that well.
if it was presented as that, the fans didn't take it as that, though.
Right.
Like, they
Agreed.
loved CM Punk.
Agreed.
That's a great question.
That was a great list.
That was a great top 5.
Thank you.
Great top 5, Kevin. This was a great time. I hope everybody enjoyed themselves. Thank you for everybody who was in the chat. Bobby the Brain was never a face manager, BV.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping for. I mean, even if he was, I wouldn't have known it, so he wouldn't have been on the list.
I think there was like he did a shot where he was like a coach for Ric Flair and Arn Anderson when
But
they
he-
were feuding with somebody.
They were feuding with Macho Man, and Macho Man was the coach for Kevin Green and Steve Mongo McMichael.
Oh, so they were still heels at that point.
They were still
anyway,
heels.
so,
Correct.
yeah.
Thank you for anybody that tuned in and watched us on Facebook, YouTube. We really do appreciate you guys. It means the world to us. Please remember to subscribe, hit that like button, because that really helps the algorithm and get people to view us. Again, if you've been thinking about joining the Patreon, this is the week to do it. Anyone that joins the Patreon, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast, no matter what level you sign up at 1, 3, 5, 10, I will send you a gift box full of some kind of wrestling memorabilia, T-shirts, VHS tapes. I have extra action figures, pins, stickers, Shining Wizards bottle openers, T-shirts, whatever. I found a whole bunch of shit cleaning out the office today, so I'd rather just give it away to people. So join the Patreon this week, and you will get a message from us, asking for your mailing address, and we'll get some stuff out to you, some fun wrestling stuff. Oh, excuse me. No, jalapeno lollipop is not the way to go.
Still
Special
fucking
thanks
taste it.
to the Golden Boy, Uriah Upton, for joining us. If you've not found him, I would tell you to look at his social media, but he doesn't use it a lot. Just throw his name in the YouTube. A bunch of his matches will show up, and then you can check him out yourself. What are you doing there, Tony? It's creepy. It's creepy as fuck, dude. We're going to be back next week at episode 663, and then in 2 weeks we will be celebrating our 12th year as a podcast, which is pretty fucking wild to think about it. 12
Half a
years
Hulk
we've been
face.
doing this. Yeah, half a Hulk face. 12 years we've been doing the podcast. So please be sure to join us for our 12th anniversary show. I think we're going to do an AWA, Ask the Wizards Anything, and we're going to relive some of our favorite memories from 12 years of podcasting. And it's going to be a lot of fun. So it'll be a party.
Damn
Just
right.
in time, in time for the holidays. And remember, subscribe on YouTube. I think I might do something this week where I watch an old Mid-Atlantic show, like a live
boy.
stream.
Oh, there you go.
What triggered that?
Because I'm not familiar, like 1981 Mid-Atlantic.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, it's on the network, so I'm like, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Fucking Lord, I watched like half an episode last night where Lord Alfred Hayes is a wrestler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I know he was a wrestler, but by the time I was watching, he was just a dude sitting next to.
And
to
he was
Vince,
he was a shit heel too, man. He was good.
So I think there was a Blackjack Mulligan Jr. Which
Was
if you
it-
kn-
Barry Windham.
it was Barry Windham, very young, skinny Barry
Was,
Windham.
was your Amazon searching for something because you said
Siri on my watch turned on. So, yeah, subscribe to the YouTube so you don't miss that. We're going to put out some bonus episodes there. And the Patreon, again, patreon.com/Wizards Podcast. There's over 100 bonus episodes from watch-alongs to crossword puzzles to just conversation pieces where we just have a great time. So once you hit that $3 level, you can go back and listen to all of that easily through the Patreon app. We're back next week, episode 663. I think that's it. I got nothing else to say.
all right.
Go
Well, then
Jets.
Yeah, go Jets. And I guess it's time for this.
This has been a production of the Shining Wizards Network. Executive producer is Manny Kretzo. Our producers are Kathy Hummer, Brendan Heaney, Danny Rusinello, Kate Hensler, Matt Garifo, Mike Peterson, Ryan Schlong, Thomas Copps, David Henry Bauer III, Michael Hammond, and William Mercier Jr. Special thanks to all our assistant producers as well. For everything Shining Wizards, visit shiningwizards.com. And don't forget to listen to all the great shows of the Shining Wizards Network.
Good night, Diana.
And special thanks to our new Patreon supporters, Angela Zioli, Al Day, and Keith Parker. Thanks for joining us. See you all next week.